of fate. Okay. Scales of fate. Scales of fate. Scales up. Scales. Woo!
Okay. Can you guys tell we're excited?
You guys didn't know where you were. Hi. Welcome back to Scales of Fate, everybody.
Hi.
This episode brought to you by Existence. If you have the ability to use some or all of your five senses, thank you for bringing us Scales of Fate. As you can tell, we're all having a little bit of a loopy time. It is a busy week for many of us here. In fact, all
Two
of us
in particular.
Fine for me.
I've just been going to work.
If you want to know who our partners, affiliates, and sponsors are, check out the episode description below.
You're actually required to do that.
Yeah, Roscoe Law of...
You click the button, that was it.
Yeah.
Consent.
While you're down there, subscribe to our channel.
Hey!
All this time spent...
Aww, that's sad.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's all good. Okay, so without further ado, let's go into an episode recap. Last time, you guys had just slain Limerith, the queen of the desert, the large wingless blue dragon residing within the Shimmering Fang. Yeah, apparently I had said that only one time and then
Yeah, I didn't even know she had wings.
She was a...
This one she was flying.
She was flying.
Oh, okay.
She was a wingless Eastern style dragon. You guys had defeated her in her own lair, camped out for a little bit, and from there had seen essentially all of her gem stalkers digging through all the gold and gems.
Roscoe's a gem stalker.
The Hexers, at which point, aided your group in stopping the marching stampede of those gem stalkers from running away with the blue dragon orb, or otherwise known as the blue not drug orb. In which case, reconvening inside of Limerith's lair, Alana, the now current leader of the Hexers, freaked out and attacked Roscoe, blaming him for all of her problems.
Yeah, it happens.
He's very projectable.
I might have egged her on a little bit.
No. From there, that's technically when the episode begun. It's important to get that context. There was a scuffle, but amidst this scuffle, there was very ominous, loud, thunderous sounds occurring all around the Shimmering Fang. At which point, when some of the Hexers had helped restrain Alana from causing a bloodbath between these two factions, a massive, impossibly large, shadowy figure of the longest night loomed its claws and jaws over the edge of the Shimmering Fang. Scales of its own carapace flying off its body and towards you guys, to which you had seen were other small, shadowy, not small, but shadowy dragons.
Smaller,
to be certain. And right as you guys escaped into ye old stairwell, old trusty stairwell. Again. Stack kind of lagging behind because of his stumpy legs. Dawn broke and smoke dissipating through the air. The longest night was no longer there.
It's not very long if you ask me.
Man, I can't believe we killed 2 dragons today. That's awesome.
They had me surrounded, but they were no match. From there, you guys decided to take a rest in the basement, in which Trenton and Thalner and Stack had all become acquainted with each other. Mm-hmm. And waking up, getting ready, looting the entire horde lair.
Gems.
For thousands of gems and
so many gems.
Many magical items. You guys had realized it is now very late in the day, near evening. To which you decided to, once again, take another rest and refuge down into that holding area. And overnight, I don't know if I did justice of describing what it was like for you guys, but it was like being in a bomb fallout shelter in a city. The entire time there was roars and crashing and screaming and silt falling from the cracks above your head, as it seemed quite apparent that the longest night was still inside of the Shimmering Fang searching for you guys. When dawn broke once more, you all woke up and decided to escape the Shimmering Fang via the aqueducts Trenton had prior snuck into the lair through. From there, that is where we are going to pick up. You guys are waking up down here in these cells. There are no longer sounds of crashing and rubble being strewn about.
Okay.
And it is a new day.
I would like to say that, for the record, I would have used Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, which basically allows for 30 feet in a spherical area around our camp, which gives +5 to stealth and perception checks, and any open flames cannot be seen from outside of it.
Okay.
Who has the highest passive perception?
I don't think I have
Not
the highest
me, that's for
passive
sure.
anything.
19.
14.
19. Okay, so that +5 from Trenton's spell kind of, for all of you, hyper augmented your senses, sense of smell and sound and sight. But for Salvo over here, during part of that night, laying your eyes upon a softly snoring kobold friend of yours, you begun to notice that the dark green that had been traveling up his tail and changing the colors of his scales had continued to spread throughout his body, now reaching parts of his arms and hands.
Yikes. Scary.
It's gotta look gorgeous.
I imagine quite Christmassy.
That's what I was thinking. Very festive.
Are you base blue or base red right now?
Red.
Okay.
Wow, I was thinking blue.
Oh, blue and green would be dope.
That would be dope.
From here you hear, hello,
Yeah, what up, Stack?
Stag boot up sounds.
good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning, Trenton.
I was talking to the moss.
Oh.
But good morning to you guys, too.
Yes, bounce on it.
Yeah, he's got moss.
I've got some moss on me. Here.
Oh, hello. Good morning, moss. Put
Do
that
they
away.
actually talk back to you?
They don't have exactly the way that you and I would talk, but I can gain feeling, I suppose. They seem very happy and jovial this morning.
What about my moss?
Your moss is getting along just fine with the other moss.
That's... Wow.
Moss friends.
Moss friends.
Oh, some of what he has got.
All right, are we swimming?
I gotta finish making the sausages.
Oh, it smells delicious. All right, well, I think I might have some herbs, unless you don't want anyone to touch your cooking.
No, I mean, I guess you could have some.
I just meant to spice your food up. I don't need
that's
meat.
right. Oh, it's already.
All right,
Dude,
and you do you. You do you.
It's already tubed.
Sausage.
How old is that sausage?
I cooked it. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It was smoked. I've been smoking this whole time.
Okay. Downer does not partake in consuming sausage.
Mystery
Fine.
sausage.
Yes.
More for us.
Can I roll a something to tell if the sausage is okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's just call this a survival check.
That's fair.
In a dry, arid climate, I cooked it again
It's a
on a
12.
pan.
Do you like mixed greens?
It's
can
less
make you some of my salad.
sausagey looking
That
right
actually
now,
sounds delightful.
and more like the innards have started to naturally dry and cure to a near jerky state.
Alright.
Jerky's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's heavily salted, I assume.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
A lot of
fine.
spices.
It's fine.
You wouldn't taste it if it was bad.
It's fine.
People actually go for that type of flavor. Blue cheese, ever heard of it?
Blue meat.
Yeah, we're having salad.
Yep. Mixed greens with spices.
Some stun spore mushroom.
Just a little bit to get you, kind of knock you on your butt.
Oh yeah.
Down there, brews a nice steaming pot of like a caffeinated tea to perk everybody up.
Ooh, what is that?
It's I just found some herbs, but when you crush them and smell them just the right way, you can tell the flavor profile that it's going to have heated.
That sounds delicious. Am I able to pick out what kind of leaves these are with my attuneness to nature?
You could certainly roll. I mean,
So you guys
Founder could tell you.
are questionable about my sausages, but
You know what it
random leaves.
Oh, okay.
drink 'em.
16 plus, it's survival or nature? Probably nature.
Yeah.
What? How do I have plus 0 on nature?
Wow, that's so embarrassing.
16.
Druid.
I think it's because everything's in wisdom, and for some reason nature is intelligence, but that's fine.
From what you can tell, these are leaves from the ginseng root.
Sounds nice enough to me.
Just something to get us perked up for the day.
I can feel it. It's all warm.
I'll stick with nice, healthy amphetamines.
Those are pretty good.
Salvo, we're not supposed to talk about the not drugs.
No, these are drugs.
Oh.
You've been holding this whole time?
I haven't made those yet.
This stuff's really kicking.
This is shaking.
So I finished up the sausage. I'll wash my pan out. I'm done. I'm
Okay.
packed up. I'm ready to go.
All right. Roscoe meticulously washes the pan that he uses to cook.
Meticulously, I swished it around in the dirty cave water.
The pristine cave water.
Yeah. It is a prison. I mean,
It's an
what do you-
aqueduct in a cave system.
I don't know.
That was full of
Seems-
gem stalkers.
And I'm pretty
seems like
sure.
They don't have
Sugar.
mouths, so they probably don't poop.
Oh, do they not have
I
mouths?
don't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's actually probably pretty clean.
Science. Magnets.
Jack kind of like snaps up off of his rug, like,
Oh yeah, your rug.
what happened? As he's trying to like recollect the past 12 hours.
Are you no longer exhausted?
Yes, it's just a delirious blur.
Oh,
Like,
thank God.
There's like the crazy black things, and then like dragons. And
Everything's okay, Jack. Everything is okay.
Yeah, I'm
Check your
surprised-
pockets, man.
then, who took it? Where's my stuff?
There's just gems there.
What are all these rocks doing?
Keep them.
Those are money, Jack.
I know.
That's
Let's not glorify rocks, okay?
I've never taken you to be one that's sarcastic.
You bring out the worst in them.
Yeah, surprisingly,
I do.
we came out on top.
Does anyone
Underground.
Wow.
actually know what time it is?
I do not.
Could I make a stab at it?
Sure.
Using
Survival check.
I don't know. I've
survival.
been asleep, so there's no way.
12 plus survival, I'm actually good at, plus 7. 19.
19. You surmise that dawn has already come and passed. It is now morning.
Well, considering the rumbling went away about what felt like maybe an hour ago, I'd say we're getting pretty close to noon.
Oh, we gotta move, man.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if we're going to trying to get through this desert.
So
We have a full day
Roscoe-
ahead of us.
Roscoe, I'd imagine like you sitting next to JJ as he was dumping out the gems, and you're just like kind of pointing and talking. You say the word "move," and the rug lifts up off the ground and begins gently floating in place.
Do a barrel roll. Just tosses him off. That's awesome.
What the hell's that for?
I don't know, you really gotta train that to your own voice.
I don't even know what the thing is.
Hey Siri, do a better roll.
I go and I like
Gotta give
scratch
it a
the rug
name.
under what I assume would be the chin.
You scratch it, feels like very nice material.
Does it start to purr?
No.
Rug not.
Good.
Does it have little tassels that kind of look like hands?
Yes.
Oh my
Would it be
Not
bothered
hands,
if it
but
got
tassels.
wet?
I think they look like hands. You can't stop me.
Can it show me the world?
Shining, shimmering splendor?
The shimmering fang, yeah.
Let's leave.
So you can understand us, Rug?
Just gently undulating in
How
the air.
Do
big?
we call you Rug?
Just
Market?
continues undulating.
How large?
It may not be sentient.
May just follow.
So I just want to verify. This is 6 foot by 9 feet.
Okay.
Good. We can almost all fit on it if Rug thinks it can carry us all.
It's just gently undulating.
Don't think
in
it's
the air.
sentient.
I don't think it's sentient.
Is it attuned to anybody, or does it require attunement?
You don't feel attuned to it, and you were the one
Okay.
that slept on it.
That's true. Can you?
All right.
Can it get wet? I don't.
That's what I was asking, if it would be
That's how
okay.
you wash them. As long as you don't tumble dry it, it'll be all right.
Dry clean only.
Why exactly do we need to go through the toilet again?
Which other way?
Because
out?
we
I don't
sealed
know.
ourselves down in here.
Yeah,
There's
there's
no way
no
out.
getting out of this stairwell.
Multiple explosions, that bit of dynamite.
Swim or die.
Yeah, I forgot we did that a second time.
Where's your friend at?
And more thoroughly the second time.
So I can swim through. I think the plan was that like we're gonna tie a rope. I can swim through, tie the cloak to the rope. You guys can pull it back. Because I think some of you might not make that swim.
Nature boy, where's your friend at?
What friend? Oh, wait, what friend?
Oh yeah, there's that other asshole.
The bomb person?
Yeah.
Oh, right! I forgot that she's here.
How could you forget about me again?
Because you've been so quiet!
What? That's what I do.
That's true.
Oh God.
Oh.
She's right there.
You can see that she's been trying to take a couple of threads out of the corner of one of the carpet.
Hey, quit doing that.
What?
Man, if
Sticky
you
fingers,
take-
stop it!
Yeah.
Sorry,
We're
Shane.
trying to make friends.
Right, yep. Friends.
How's your swimming?
It's pretty good. I'd say I'm...
Alright, you go first.
Hey, there was some talk of swimming to the other side and then pulling with a rope or something.
Yeah. I'll go
Plans?
first.
I'll go.
Alright.
I'll go with you.
Stack.
Stack, you need to start going to the beginning because it's going to take you the whole time to walk there.
Why do you think I said I'll go with you?
Okay, but I'm not going to wait for you. You just keep going.
Well, okay. That makes sense.
I'll see you at the other side.
Wait, why don't you just attach the rope to myself?
You're too slow.
Oh. But if I keep going the entire time, maybe I can get there at a good time?
No, because we're gonna have to go there, and everyone's gonna have to take multiple trips, and we can all take multiple trips in the time it takes you to do one.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I got my manta ray cloak, and
I have the ring of swimming and I'm partially amphibious.
yeah,
I'm a turtle.
Does
like
encumbrance work in the water?
Actually, it helps alleviate encumbrance.
So could we all? Oh, this is about the table talking. It's like, could we all just like tie ourselves to the rope and then you just like yank us out of here? I don't know how long it would take though.
That's the problem. It's like, the whole
yeah. I don't know if you'll drown.
Well, either way, if we're gonna have to pull us out, then
No, I was gonna have you guys pull the cloak of swimming back, the cloak of the manta ray.
Oh,
and you can
that's-
put it on and swim
forgot
back,
about that.
and then pull the cloak of the manta ray
Yeah,
back,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
can
yeah.
each use the cloak.
That's gonna
of the
take a
manta
minute.
ray.
But
What if we all hold on to the rope and then tie it to Stack and just row Stack to the other side?
Doesn't work like that. It's a long.
what if we
tunnel.
took turns putting on the cloak of the manta ray as we're going in the water?
Sorry.
Like we hold our breath and
Yeah, so like a rebreather. Doesn't fill my lungs up. I could just mouth to mouth everyone.
oh my gosh.
that was sounds
Negative.
way more complicated than what I was describing.
That's the best way to do it.
More or less, like,
Don't need
somehow, some way, the cloak itself forms gills that magically filter water as you breathe it.
Do you have to attune to that?
No.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that.
We almost died getting it.
How about you, 1, 2, or 3 of you go figure out
All right.
the fastest
I'm
way
gonna
out
test
here? Yeah.
I tie the rope and I dive in.
Turtle Team 3.
Do you have dark vision?
I have a glowing rock.
Okay. This is a terrifying and trepidous experience for you.
I'm so excited.
And as you are spelunking,
I'm with.
I've been
with
through
it.
it once.
Can you?
You've been through it
Can you
once.
see?
do
You
my
can
best to
help
help lead? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
And
I have all my gear. I got my Riga swimming, the goggles and night on. I'm like, okay, your time.
Rubber hitter tube.
Okay, so the three of you are going on an expedition through this aqueduct cavern system.
Yep.
Okay, and so you had said that you're taking point.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. As you guys begin your dive, Roscoe, for you, this is not dissimilar towards that little underground-ish looking layer for Ixcar. In fact, you do every once in a while through the very edge periphery of the luminescence of this rock, you see like what might be pockets with some of those tangling, twisting vines and areas, and but with guidance, you guys begin your way through this winding underwater labyrinthian system. Need either one of you to give me a straight survival check, or all of you to do it. Well, actually, hold on. No. So you're helping guide. Okay.
I need to do my own. Sorry.
Okay. So everybody, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Oh no, I meant like if I'm following them, I think I should do a not lose my shit in the water check.
Yes.
But I get advantage
Why?
from being frightened.
Okay. I'll allow this.
But I don't. I'm really scared of drowning.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a. This can be a wisdom save.
Nice. Inspiration.
Oh my gosh.
Let's give you some inspiration.
Thank you. I was 20.
With Salvo with you and following the turtle, you feel extremely safe.
And breathing easily.
So let's just go ahead and say this. Trenton, give me a survival with advantage.
I'm gonna roll it with my new gigantic Spider-Man dice that I got as a gift for some reason. I can't remember. I think you guys just saw it and liked it.
That's what
It's
I do.
really sweet.
Spider-Man?
It's my love language.
Spider-Man. 17 plus 7.
And you're at advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
19 plus 7. So
that
26.
Okay.
I remember.
With a 26, mostly by the scents that you're picking up in the water, you're able to essentially smell and then thereafter slightly feel the variable temperatures of the water and find where the flow of cold water is starting to fill in parts of warmer water. And you find your way out through this cavernous system. It's this small, tiny, like maybe 2.5 foot in diameter hole that is embedded into the bottom of this tiny pond-like oasis that you can see underneath the wavering top layer of water, trees just gently swaying in a breeze in the desert. You also, with that roll, know that took you about 25 minutes to pass.
Oh.
Okay. Right. I'm still a turtle, so I don't know if I can speak while I'm in wild shape or not. I would assume I could, right? It just looks
No,
really
you
weird.
can't speak while in wild shape. No.
Can you gesture?
Yeah, I'll just gesture with my flippers this
we
way,
pop out.
and then I'm gonna beach myself up onto the oasis, get a good look around, kind of scope out the area if there's anybody already here at this oasis or anything nearby.
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
Okay. You see the man who had told himself to you guys that his name is Dolly just kind of fishing with his back lazed about upon a bag of jewels behind him. And he sees you beach up and he's just takes a little hand and gives you a wave from the top of his head and keeps on.
Am I still swimming?
You're still swimming, yeah.
I'm just a
You-
turtle to him. He doesn't know.
Exactly.
Okay.
Can I hook myself on his fishing pole?
Yeah. Give me. Yeah. What are you trying to
Take
do? with this?
1d4 piercing damage.
Just messing with him.
Just messing with him, freak him out.
Okay, yeah, you do that. You are going to take a little bit of piercing damage.
I mean, I could put it on my cloak, but yeah, that's fine.
You take 1 point of piercing damage.
That's totally worth it.
Just kind of jamming it into your fingers as you're trying to get purchase into your belt. And Salvo, you're like seeing this from under the water. And then you see Dolly's like fishing rod just kind of bend a little bit, and he goes, "Yeah!" And starts reeling. It's like, oh, and then just Roscoe appears above the.
Roscoe used splash.
Critical hit.
And then as you're just kind of like swinging and dangling through the air, like you see this really plain faced look on Dolly, like his brows furrowed. He just takes out a knife and cuts the line.
Oh, thanks, mate. That'll be the best catch you have today, I'm sure.
Cool. Glad to see that you guys made it out safely.
Most of us, we're still waiting for the rest of our party.
How did that turtle morph into it? Oh,
It's not the first time I've done it.
right. That's right. You were asking me if I was a druid, and I did all that. Nate,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Where's your friends?
I'm taking the cloak off and tying it to the rope really, really good. Maybe into my net.
I don't think we could use 25 minutes of rope.
So as you tie it to that rope, you feel intense slack on it.
Oh.
You guys back inside of the cavern, the rope had disappeared a while ago.
Are they, so
As a turtle, well, I guess I can take it back.
I could take it. I know the way.
I do too now.
That's true.
Either one.
Well,
You
and
wanna
I
take
just
turns?
wild shaped out
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
talk
say.
to this guy, so I'd have to burn my second use of it.
If you want to have taken that back just to maintain, because you really just like said a couple words
Yeah, I
in
didn't
exchange
really say
and weren't
anything.
like thinking. It's okay if you wanted to say that you haven't turtled yet, unturtled.
I have not unturtled. It is turtle time.
I'm going to look at the turtle. I'm going to say, how about we take turns taking it back? You can go first, turtle.
I do like a nod.
Turtle nod.
Turtle nod.
Okay.
You must be careful when you toggle turtle.
Please, I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to say
start
that.
fishing.
I'm going to say that to him. You must be careful when
You start
toggle
fishing.
turtle.
Okay. Yeah, you go and take a seat nearby to Dalinek and pull out your own fishing pole and begin fishing.
How? 3 hours. Okay. I was just thinking about it. If it's an hour, it's 25 minutes there, 25 minutes back. I
Halfway
can't do
through,
it
you're
again.
like,
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
do it
For 3 hours.
2 more times, right?
I have 2 uses of it per short rest.
Gotcha.
So, anyway, I turtle back to you guys.
so I imagine in that moment where like, were we holding the rope and it just went like,
Less than a few minutes after they had submerged, yes.
Well, we had the rope, right?
Yes.
So they just lost. You got y'all butterfingers.
no, I'm assuming we held on and
Not
our
strong
side went
enough.
slack too.
So
No.
it snapped.
No, there was only like 50, 100 feet of it.
Yeah.
We were gone for 25 minutes. so,
Yeah.
we-
Y'all just it just got
There
yanked
wasn't
out of
enough
y'all's
rope.
hands.
Oh, so it got yanked? Okay. I was imagining like we had the same experience of like just it went slack.
No. So
Oh well, that's embarrassing.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
it's
dang.
not your fault. Roscoe was swimming
With the man
almost
right there.
as fast as the sea turtle, and you didn't plan for it to be like such a long journey, and he was swimming quickly. And he's got a strength
And he
of
was
25.
terrified. He was borderline terrified, trying not to be scared.
Yeah.
Wasn't focusing on it.
So it's not anything to be embarrassed about. It's just mechanically the rope was not long enough at all.
So
And you let it
imagine JJ and I just kind of went, oh,
For 25 minutes.
huh.
50 minutes.
Oh yeah, because I gotta go back.
They've been gone for quite a while.
Mild panic setting in.
Yeah.
Stack.
Stack's already walking.
Oh yeah, he's already.
Oh
gone.
yeah.
You see him along the way, I guess.
Yeah. Wave at him
We'll
as
see
I
if
go.
he gets lost.
I saw him on my way back.
He closed. Okay.
He might
see
get
a
lost, but we won't lose him.
Turns out he did indeed, to your knowledge, get lost. As you are swimming back, you do not see Stack anywhere through the
Okay. Well,
We always have such terrible luck with water. Every time. Every time.
Water's the worst.
Yeah.
all right. I'm back
sailor?
with
I would know.
a caped turtle.
Yes. Cloaked turtle.
Yes. Put up and everything.
Gotta stretch that out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
What?
a good sign.
Oh yeah, you're like 3 feet tall, so I'm a 6-foot turtle. Huh? What?
I just said that's a good sign.
Yeah. I would respond, but I'm a turtle. So
Flapper.
somebody take this.
Do you want to go first?
Okay, with whatever. If you want to get out of here.
I really don't want to get in the water, but also I'd rather just get it over with, so. Alright, I'll go.
Go for it.
Okay. No roll required. You can make your way through it with Trenton Turtle showing you the way. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'd like to be very deliberately looking for Stack and like almost like I'm not reaching the rest of the group until I have eyes on Stack.
You don't know that Stack's missing.
Correct.
Oh no, but I know that he's in the water. And I know he's headed the same direction, so I would see him at some point along the path, and when, I'd be keeping an eye out for him.
That's fair.
Dellner would turn back and go back, having not put eyes on Stack.
I'll allow it.
Well, if Clint allows it, then I must. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not investigation?
You know,
I am
This-
deliberately
you are
looking for a
actively-
specific thing.
that is correct. You know what? Yes, investigation.
Ooh, so that's a 21.
21.
21. Wait.
Okay.
No. 24.
Okay. 24 is that's pretty good. That does actually change the answer a little bit.
Yay.
So JJ, before I answer the result of that investigation roll, at this point, 15 minutes pass, 20, 25, 40 minutes have passed. Nobody's back yet. What were you doing during that time?
Probably.
We know what you're doing.
What is it?
Probably cleaned his gun.
Shut up. You don't know me.
He thinks to the non-present Roscoe in his head.
Yeah, definitely doing that, and then probably just checking out this carpet, honestly. But up until that point, probably like by the time however long it took him to get back, and then it passed that a little bit, and I'm probably like, I don't have a watch. But
Okay.
how long has it been? What do I call you? What do you go by?
Just kind of wavering there in the air.
Otter asks if the tassels
The
wag
little dude?
whenever he's
Yeah.
happy.
No, the bomb girl. Bomb person.
Yes.
Yes, does the magical
sticky fingers
wag its tassels? I think it's adorable, and I think it definitely should.
I don't know if you guys know if it's been happy around you yet.
That's true.
Definitely looks like hands to me.
About the time that it's getting close to the similar appropriate amount of time since Trenton had returned, you see like 2 faintly green glowing dots that get bigger and bigger and bigger. And for a moment, you have like a little bit of anxiety and trepidation of what's happening, and then you kind of hear like underwater rockin' stomping sounds, and then you see Stack emerging from the other, and he's like, I got really lost, and there was these tangly things that attacked me. Too bad they couldn't stand my punches.
Oh, Stack, buddy. That's okay. Just come back here. You can just wake up those.
Okay, and this is about the time that Thalner returns. Oh, hi, Thalner.
Weren't you going to the other side?
I was.
He
and then
tried
I-
his best. Okay?
I fell
Don't
into-
yell at him.
I Yeah. Don't yell at me. I fell into a hole, and then I got taken up by some strange, weird flubble thing.
You did exactly as you're supposed to. If you get lost, you go back to where you were last seen.
I'm a good Boy Scout.
That's
That's what all good little boys and girls do.
a good point. Okay.
And theys and thems.
And yeah.
I didn't think of it like that. I just panicked when I didn't see him on his way to the other
I get
side.
it.
But
It's
all right.
stressful. Yeah, you have every right to be.
So are you
worried.
gonna like tether to him and walk him across then?
Well, apparently, did y'all see tangly things on the way out there? I don't. He got stuck on those and had to fight them.
You do you have dark vision? Okay. You would have seen a few tunnels that split away from the path that Trenton had took you upon that did have some strange, like, blackened kelp seaweed looking material.
It's not even a monster. He just straight up got tangled in seaweed and punched the fuck out of it.
You don't know that.
Well, they were no match for his punches.
He did say that.
Yeah. I would also describe them as tangly thingies. I don't really know what they were, but I'm not interested in finding out. So, do you want to walk him across, or shall I?
You can probably see a lot better down there.
I can. I can see most things. Yeah.
You have a glow rock, right?
Yeah, but it's freaking vast depths of water.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Have you ever shined a light into depths of water? That doesn't work. It's the greatest.
I think the correct.
I love your rock. You're not even here, but
Where am I right now? Did you go back?
I
Maybe
went
the
back
correct term
because I was
is
trying to find staff.
obfuscated.
Oh, okay.
I
So
like
I'm
got.
with you guys.
So I've just been kind of swimming around for like an hour because
Yeah,
I got
it's been a
almost all the
long
way there
time.
and didn't see Stack the entire time and thought he died. So I was swimming, zigzagging back, made it all the way back, and so I'm stomping his way back out of the water.
okay. So do we have any rope still?
I think I
I
tied
have
all of
rope.
our ropes together.
I
Yeah.
have rope.
We have the rope on
I
the
think
other
I would have
side.
taken it.
Well, I didn't give you my rope.
The word "taken" was what I had used in that sentence.
He has a very particular
I'd like
set
to
of
see you
skills.
try.
God, I wish I was there.
Basically, I'm just trying to tie the rope to a stick and tie the stick to Stack, or tie the rope to Stack, and then have it kind of just like float as a
Like a little bobber.
yeah. Wherever on the floor he is, you know where he's at.
Well, I was just gonna tie
And
him
I'll
to
put the glow
me.
rock on top of the.
It's actually really smart. I was gonna just tie him to me because I don't know if we'd be able to see once he got past a certain point, like where it goes.
Okay, that's fine too.
But that way he doesn't get lost because he's basically being gently pulled in the right direction.
Okay, go for it.
So yeah, I'm just gonna tether myself to Stack.
Do you come back up on the other side?
I guess you turned around and went looking for stats.
Yeah, I
so-
probably would have like smacked you and like pointed down and did this in the water to indicate Stack, like a little flashing eyes,
What?
and swim away.
Okay. I've swam back
Okay.
How long does your wild shape last?
3 hours. Thank
3
goodness.
hours.
Yeah.
It's getting into the third hour mark
Yeah,
now.
yeah, definitely. I don't want to call it off just in case I do need to go back. I have basically one more round trip left
You
in
could
an hour.
technically short rest in this all, like
That's true.
while 2 other people are going.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we'll
true.
just spend most of the day here.
Literally in the
in
oasis.
the middle of the desert at nighttime.
God, we gotta get going. I'm so stressed out right now.
That's cool.
In case you guys were wondering, Stack got lost because he rolled a 2.
Oh no. Poor 2.
So, what's the plan? Am I a bobber?
I said I was going to tether myself to Stack and swim a little bit slower, basically kind of dragging him along the bottom of the water.
Okay.
Are there key points along the route that would be easier to mark?
Being the inquisitive mind that you are, Salvo, you would imagine so, yes.
Because I can do any tiny object and that can have light or a non-verbal static visual including 25 words. So I can basically have like light up arrows at 5 different key points.
Assuming when you find out that there's trouble, you know what? Go ahead and just give me a flat intelligence roll.
Because I've seen it's been a little while now, and I've been on the other side just waiting.
It's been quite a while, yes.
Flat intelligence, you say?
Yeah.
11.
Okay. You're uncertain as to why, but it's taking too long.
Yep. Well, then I go ahead and start swimming back until I see interact with someone.
Okay. You make it most of the way back to the underground part of Limerick later before you see... The first thing that you really see is 2 little glowing orbs. And then quickly thereafter you see tied with like this phantom little string a kobold swimming towards you.
I wave.
I kind of shrug.
And I go like...
But yeah, thumbs up back.
Okay.
You can see that they're moving
all good.
very slowly.
Moving very slow.
Okay. Well, then I guess you know the way that I'll go ahead and mark those key points, up to 5 of them. Okay. With a light up thing. You notice your glow rock stops glowing.
Oh, my friendship is gone.
And anyone else with the glow rock, you notice it stops glowing.
Wait, are you in the water?
No, I'm actually back, and I am going to call off my wild shape since it's going to take them about 25 to 45 minutes there and back, and a short rest is an hour, so.
Okay. So you and Roscoe and Dolly are all just kind of hanging out?
Yeah.
During this, I also want to be talking to Dolly and just, real casually bringing up, like, how the fuck he's going to get out of this desert.
That's a good point.
Okay, so how do you casually bring that up?
We're drinking
Roscoe it.
a lot.
You have got your booze.
Yeah. I try and get him drunk.
Oh, while you're offering him drinks?
Yeah.
Trying to get him drunk? I mean, anything you hand him, he willingly accepts.
All right, so I hand him a lot of drinks.
Okay, you hand him a lot of drinks, and over this course of time, like you were one of the first ones out, it's been a little over 2 hours. You don't see a change in his demeanor at all.
Oh man, we've got like the greatest way out of here. I don't know what you were thinking of how to get out of this spot, but you probably are gonna fuck it up. I'm just warning you, if you need some help, we got like a foolproof system over here, so no big deal.
A foolproof system?
Yeah, it's really great because I got some real fools in my group. But
give me a deception check.
Have you guys caught any fish? Like while you guys are hanging out and fishing, has Dolly caught any fish?
Dolly's caught nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
That's a
wanted somebody to talk to.
A 9 on deception?
9 on deception. And he's like,
oh, I kind of just live in the desert, so getting out, never had to make a plan,
You just like bury yourself like a little spider?
Well, sometimes, yeah, it can be quite comfy down in there.
How do you breathe?
Oh, like other normal people do when they're in the sand.
Well, since I'm real abnormal, do you got like a reed or something, or you got sand gills?
I've seen some people take big old straws like a reed and breathe out of holes like that. I've seen that before.
That's cool. You don't like have a ship or like some rad kite?
Oh, no, I don't need one.
Damn.
Are you catching anything yet, either of you?
I got a sausage.
I've just got my feet in the water and I'm kind of surrounded by fish and stuff, and I'm just kind of talking with them. Just chilling.
just chilling.
Little minnows and stuff.
Mate, if you're a vegetarian,
right,
but you can talk to plants, isn't that just as bad?
I try not to think about it.
Yeah, there's no point thinking about it. You gotta consume.
Like the circle of life, you have to make sacrifices. And plants, I've spoken to a lot of plants, and they're not quite as intelligent as most creatures are.
Wouldn't imagine they got a lot of pain receptors.
Right. They just grow back.
Right.
I don't kill the plant. I just take a little bit.
Like a clipping.
Right. for propagation and food.
Propagation.
That's weird. Are there like
That's
palm
weird.
trees or ferns or some kind of vegetation around here?
Yes. This appears to be like a slightly embedded in parts of the sebaceous rock that was lining the edge of the Shimmering Fang, like a very rare and minute form of an oasis.
All right.
Are there any birds?
You don't hear any birds.
I want to use my sailor's knowledge to try and stitch up like a sail kite type windsurfy. You know, like
A sand
you know when
surfer.
the ships want to go real fast, they let out that other sail that like pops up.
Like the triangle shaped one.
Yeah, and like it's on a long rope. I'll try and make one of those with my rope and the leaves and stuff.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check with disadvantage.
Doing some Jack Sparrow stuff right here.
Dun, 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 dun.
It'd be a lot easier if you had a whole bunch
That was
more
a
of
one.
him. You get a bunch of sea turtles.
Toy them together.
Nice. Wait, do you only get to reroll it once?
Well, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You get inspiration it? You can just leave it like that. You can leave any luckies? What do you are you not?
I'm gonna
You're
inspiration.
not even a lucky halfling or what?
Well, the inspiration can come back way easier than the luckies. So I rolled 2 ones in a row.
Whoa!
Respectable.
Did you roll another one?
Oh wait, no, I don't have to re-roll it. I still get to take that.
So if you're rolling at disadvantage and you
Yeah.
roll 2 ones,
Yes.
then
Then I have to
the
keep-
first one would have been re-rolled to a 1.
Yep.
And then
And I inspiration that one.
then you inspiration that one, so this
So
that
that was a
inspiration was 1 roll.
Yeah. So then I rolled 2 more times. I rolled a 14 on the die and then an 18 on the die. So,
Nice, yeah.
so I'm taking the 14 on the die for survival, which is a 16.
Okay.
Nice.
By the time you see Salvo kind of a puff of sand from the base of this small oasis pool like appears from that one hole, and Salvo appears out, and not too long after that, as she crests above the water, you see a kobold of Thauner just kind of pulling out of that same spot and like kind of tugging on a rope behind him. And you, as you're just kind of finishing up tying a few things together, you look down and you've made like a pretty decently sized, extra sail through leaves and stuff. Albeit you can tell that it is a little fragile.
Okay. I'm going to tie ropes to it on either side, like a big stunt kite kind of thing.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that part's easier. Like you tie ropes to one end to the other. Yeah.
Can I use my knowledge of nature to help him find particularly strong leaves and reeds to help with the integrity of this contraption he's making?
I'd say due to the fact that this was a disadvantaged roll, and if you're attempting to rest in order to get your wild shape back,
Oh,
and he had already made the roll,
true.
I would say no.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm still talking fish. It's very relaxing and short resty.
And at this time, like, Thauner comes up and unties Stack, and Stack just kind of like clunk, 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 is like digging his feet into the sand, coming up to the side of the waist, and he's like, "Wow, that was amazing." Kind of.
Where did you go?
I got attacked by.
Oh man, those are the worst, Stack. I definitely got attacked by those too.
Right, they wrapped their things around me and tried to pull me into like the strange, darker point of the whole place was very dark.
I don't know about you, but punching them works for me.
I punched them and they couldn't stand it.
My rock.
And then presumably at this point someone's going back to get JJ.
Right.
Okay, JJ, they were gone for a long time. Is there anything that you would like to have gotten done during that time?
Dang it.
I know that you had mentioned something about checking out the carpet.
Yeah, I was just kind of like inspecting it, like
Got a cramp in my leg.
kind of giving it a once over.
Okay.
Just doing some testing.
Go ahead and give me an insight check with advantage. You've been spending a lot of time trying to like talk to, work with, touch, mess around with this carpet.
You gotta stretch before D&D.
I know, right? What happened? I'm just sitting here. Yeah, I need to eat more bananas.
Just rub a banana on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just put some windows on. Put a potato in your
Is
sauce.
it 19?
19. Okay. You surmise several things. It responds to directional command. You know, the basics. You start with up. It goes a little bit higher in the air. Down goes a little bit lower. You say move, and you can kind of tell that it before when it was Roscoe had said move, it was on the ground and just went up a little bit. When you say move now, it just kind of like rotates. And then hopping onto it, you notice that it can take tight curves, and it I'd say with a 19 insight, you essentially get it's not identify because you don't know exactly what this is, but you get the understanding that, especially with like putting some heavy things on top of it, it can carry up to 800 pounds. And from one end to the other, though you're not certain of its top speed, it can move at least 30 feet. As far as like movement speed goes.
Hey, sticky bomb person.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a way out of here? Or are you going the same way we're going?
I guess I'm just going the same way. To be honest, kind of feel forgotten.
Hey, I got half of the time.
I mean, it's also kind of my fault. I hide a lot. So.
Oh no, that's okay. You just gotta be a little bit more outgoing, maybe.
Hey, can I take your little carpet for a spin then? Outgoing?
Like around the cave.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
What? I want to try it out. Looks fun.
Sure.
Woo! Just kind of hops up on it and like does like a weird tippy tap dance, and like part of it as it's undulating rises, and she jumps on top of that and it lowers, and then she jumps on top of the other one.
Aww,
and then she's
playing.
like, spin around! And, like, flings into the side of the wall and like kind of slides down a little bit, and then turns around and she's like, all right, fun's over. Done. And it's about this time. Who is returning from Thowner bringing Stack back to the Oasis? Who is returning to go get the rest of your group?
I would have taken the cloak if they made it back once she made it back, or he made it back.
I think they is good just to prevent confusion.
it's Thowner and Stack. Like we're together.
Yeah,
That checks out.
those folks.
Those folks. Okay.
Because you still need it to make it through to be able to breathe and survive. But I'll send it back.
More or less during this time, just to kind of speed things up, you do eventually, Jack first, Ari, at this time more or less saying like, oh no, you go. I'm going to see if there's anything more.
I'll be back in 15 minutes for you.
All right.
Thank you for the banana otter.
Maybe less time.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't you forget about me then.
I won't.
You can
forget
go,
about you.
You can go first if it makes you feel better.
Oh. Good. Are you going to leave me?
You have to leave me for this to go down.
Well, I mean, if you go first, are you going to leave me?
No.
All right. I'm good then.
Oh.
Okay.
So, JJ, you get pulled up through the Oasis, and there's just at this point, a very strange motley collection of things happening in this Oasis. And
sketchy guy fishing.
Upon returning and retrieving Ari, it is now noon.
Oh. I thought it was noon when we took off.
You thought it was noon.
You thought it was
Oh no! I was wrong.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Well, it was morning. It was after dawn.
Okay.
But dawn's at like 6. So
Yeah.
It's like this.
8.
Were we able to
And
bring
now
the carpet with us?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
It was about 8 when we left.
Okay.
What's that now?
Were we able to bring the carpet with us successfully?
Oh, yeah. You bring the carpet with you, and as you pull it up out of the Oasis, it doesn't even feel like it's wet at all. There's not dripping. It's dry to the touch, like didn't absorb any water.
Nice.
Did you try riding it through the water?
That's what I was gonna try and do.
Hard to command underwater.
How?
You go, blah, 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 blah. It's like
It doesn't have ears. I mean,
Does it? Sounds like a test. JJ, will you perform a test?
Sure.
Will you please get into the water, underwater, and try to control your carpet?
Alright. Gonna hop on it very...
As you like touch it and it's in the water, you feel like it's trying to rise out of the water.
Oh, don't wait to get wet.
I don't think it likes the water.
Yo, have you tried
Test
controlling it by thought?
What's that?
Try doing it with thought.
Okay. I sit on the carpet and I try to think, move.
Just kind of undulates there.
Okay, and then I'll go in the water and say, move.
And it just like moves closer to you right above the water.
I speak to it in Draconic. Like a command, like move. Or
It doesn't
forward.
move.
Okay.
Flourish.
It moves.
Oh.
Not a dragon.
All right. Well, you see me taking notes. Like, no,
Salvo, I think this is exactly what you've called as the scientific method.
absolutely. It sure is, Stack. Let's perform 73 more tests.
No, we gotta go. We gotta go, guys.
Replicate results.
We got.
I
Who's got?
slap the top of the carpet. Oh, this bad boy. Oh, it holds a lot of weight.
How much weight can it hold?
Based off of what I had in the cave, say around 500 pound plus,
So 2 people?
maybe some 220
One
kilos,
stack?
something like that.
I wish I was there to question that amount of weight.
Well, I mean, I just said at least. How did you want me to measure it? I'm just saying we can test it right now some more. I don't know how.
Put it over the ground and gradually add people.
Okay, let's just try stack first.
That's smart. He's the slowest.
So you essentially commanding the carpet to move over next to Stack, he just kind of like 2 hands first and then like kind of wobbles one leg up and rolls over to the top of the carpet and it's just like floating there gently.
Okay.
More.
I'll try next. I'm the next biggest.
Sure.
Roughly how much would you say that you weigh? You are very tall.
Yeah, well, and
Well, the thing.
I think I have it actually written in my description. So
That's not how you incrementally increase.
420 pounds.
Excuse me.
Okay, you can technically fly.
6'11"
so I'm not really
and
worried
very
about-
bulky. I think that might be a
I
little
don't
bit
know.
of an
Bulky's really the
You also
word
have a
I
lot
would
of
use
equipment.
for that.
You have a lot of
I think-
equipment.
I'm looking at it now. It says 420. I think maybe I would have just.
Maybe you just picked that number because it seemed cool.
Can you make giant eagles again?
That was my
690.
question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was my.
I can definitely do that. Why didn't we think of that?
We just did.
Yeah.
Giant eagles.
Oh, sometimes it's hard to use your noodle after getting zapped.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, you just look over and he's just kind of like silently chewing on some like sprigs of leaves from a nearby bush.
What? Did I say something wrong?
I will say that if I do this, I'm going to be completely tapped out on my ability to do that again. So,
Okay, we cannot do it just yet.
all right.
How long?
But technically, you yourself can fly,
Right.
Can you?
right?
I thought you
I could
couldn't
wild
fly.
shape into a bird or
I
something.
thought you couldn't.
Oh, not
It
until
might be at level 8.
8th level, yep,
Yep.
not until 8th level.
I saw you were working on a project, Roscoe. Do you
Oh,
wanna
yeah.
Share with the group.
I'm gonna try and windsurf out of this desert, man. I get my earth repulsion shield and I start strapping up like little foot straps on it.
You're basically
Gonna
Windsurfing.
like
Love it.
kite surf out of the desert.
Oh my god. Okay, so as a preliminary to see if this works, give me an acrobatics check. Oh, that's the wrong music.
that's very perfect timing.
15?
15?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not very easy. The shield just continuously will like get stuck into something and then repel and then launch you forward.
That's why I got the foot straps.
Yeah, and then it's literally going from like a flat to like this angle, and you are being launched out of the foot straps.
It needs a thing that the sailboats have that go down.
Or a
It
surfboard.
needs a keel. Or like the surfboard wings.
Who are you asking that to? You're the one making this.
I'm talking to myself. I didn't know you guys were listening.
I joined JJ on the magic carpet. Or I joined Stack on the magic carpet.
You, how much is roughly your weight?
Probably with gear, 200 something.
Did you bring that tower shield or did you leave it?
I still have it.
Okay. So with all of your equipment, including your gear, your personal weight, and that tower shield that you're just kind of lugging around,
Yeah.
You hop on the carpet and it like dips really low and then goes back to wavering.
I didn't like the look of that, but it's still floating.
And you're currently estimating that there's because stack from more or less has been estimated at this point to be slightly below 400 pounds.
Yeah.
You're estimating right here that there's a little over 700 pounds on this.
Okay, you next.
Yeah, I'm like 90 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
45 kilo. Go away.
Go away.
Okay, Thauner, you hop up on the carpet, it dips a little bit lower again, just kind of floats.
All right.
It's everyone but me and Sticky Fingers. Alright.
What?
Sticky
And
fingers.
JJ.
What'd you call me?
No,
Nope.
JD's not on there, are they?
The bomb.
I think
I'm still working. I'm using my strength to bend my shield a little better. I did surf on this earlier in the campaign, so I'm still pretty
But
confident.
you were being pulled from below and was something that was in front of you.
My backup plan is maybe I could hook the rope. Someone on the rug could pull me, and then it wouldn't put weight on it.
It's possible.
I'm gonna try that.
You can also fly on a giant eagle.
right.
Oh, that does sound kind of sweet.
Yeah, I'm on Team Eagle.
Team Eagle.
Space-wise, how does the carpet look?
There's still like not considering weight. If people are just standing or even just sitting cross-legged, you could probably fit another 2, maybe 3 medium-sized creatures on it.
Does it look, or did it feel easy to fall off of, or did you feel pretty secure?
It feels strangely stable, like it has its own internal magical gyroscope with inside of it, and those on top of it feel very balanced.
Okay. I'm gonna try getting on, but like slowly loading my weight on.
Okay.
Just kind of progressively.
Just taking your boot, sticking it on there. How much do you roughly weigh?
Probably like 2 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
About the time that your weight shifts off of the back heel that was still on the sand is when the carpet collapses onto the ground. And you can still see it like kind of moving and wiggling a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's
Looks
able
like
to
we
get up.
Found the upper limit is
That much
approximately
is too
1,000
much.
pounds.
Okay.
800 pounds or so.
Swap.
You calculate to be roughly about 800 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh. That saves me some trouble.
What do you call the space we're in?
An oasis?
Thank you.
Alright,
Smart
well,
one.
Alright.
either way, Stack's riding on this thing, because I don't think the Eagles, or I don't want the Eagles
Yes.
to have to carry him, so.
I think the Eagles could.
They could.
They're huge.
Yeah.
And they also fly at 80 feet per
But we have a
round
number
or
of
whatever.
people that need to be
Yeah.
equaled. So
Yeah.
as many people on the carpet as possible.
Just the carpet will be slow.
I just don't want to put him
Or
together.
it's not.
We haven't tested its top speed.
Okay.
Okay, carpet, speed test, EBKA.
It's still like kind of crushed on the ground.
No, I still.
Okay. Like lifting up off the ground, Stack Salvo and Thauner in tow. It starts moving, and it looks like that's going to kind of cap out at its speed, looking at about 30. But then, JJ using commands, you're like, top speed! It can move up to 60 feet, but that's a dash.
Did JJ teach anyone who's actually on the carpet how to steer it?
I'd imagine the whole conversation of
Okay.
trying to understand what it does and how it moves and everything was kind of explanatory.
I just don't know how. Like, just listen to everybody. Like, so what if someone I don't want
Yeah.
is giving a command?
Thauner just shouts, "Stop!"
While you're on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably while you're on it thing.
But I was on the floor.
Yeah, JJ wasn't on it.
I wasn't on
Maybe
it.
it
You
likes
were-
JJ.
To be fair, you were near and next to it when you gave commands.
Okay. Okay. Now that's further away. I tried.
It doesn't move.
Okay.
It's a proximity thing.
Alright. Should we put the heaviest of us on Eagles?
No.
I'd say the heaviest of us on carpet because the carpet seems indifferent on weight below its limit.
I just really want to ride an eagle.
that would mean I'm also gonna ride an eagle.
No, you and Salvo are already on the carpet with Stack.
Well, yeah, but if I get off, will it hold your weight?
Oh, probably.
Whereas an eagle, I don't know. Are the eagles more susceptible to?
Eagle has a carry, like it has a seat number of seats. If that makes sense.
And I think it's 2.
I think it's 2.
Yes, I just mean, do they fly slower if?
Encumbered, probably,
if
but they're
encumbered,
sure they have a carry weight.
And their speed's probably plenty. Because eagles.
No more than 4, weighing no more than 480 pounds.
More than 4 people, medium sized.
Weighing 480 pounds.
Right.
Right. Okay, so yeah.
So 4 little ones or 2 mediums.
Yeah, so like the two of you could ride on the same one.
Oh yeah, you want to just ride on the carpet then?
Just me? Yeah.
No,
we could
and
stack
Stack.
an eagle.
Well, I should go on something because I can technically, in an emergency, fly.
That's true.
Well, let's try something. Salvo, hop off the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Push Stack off.
Wait, stop! Just a puff of sand.
Do you get off?
If you asked me to, I'd politely get up without you
Okay.
shoving me.
Maximum speed! And I try and will the carpet to move as fast as it possibly can.
About 60 feet.
60 feet.
Okay, so it doesn't go any slower if it's weighed down.
Yep.
So whatever.
Oh, man, I don't really
we're
care.
I
overcomplicating it.
appreciate your method.
Riding the carpet's great too. Me and Stack can ride the carpet, and you all can take eagles.
I don't
No.
really care.
Well, the whole thing is I thought you wanted to ride
Yeah.
Eagle, so we were
The
trying to plan
carpet, flying
around.
carpet, also awesome.
I'll
Well,
tell
then
you
hop
what,
on there and see
Roscoe.
if you can fit one more of you on there.
Well, no, I
You are
don't
stout,
want to
but-
bet all them. That's not...
So Salvo, Roscoe, Thalner, and Stack
Yeah,
on the carpet.
yeah. Because I had to put my full weight on there for it to collapse.
Can we try that?
Roscoe, I can always conjure these eagles. When we get where we're going, I'll let you take one for a spin.
Or you can just stay here and we'll come back for you.
There's plenty of room on the eagles. I don't even know why we're talking. You guys are already on there, and the rest of us can fit on eagles.
You were the one that made the suggestion to change.
Let's go.
There's the little one that everyone forgets.
No, he literally pushed everyone off the
the
carpet.
other little one that everyone forgets.
Harry!
I'm starting to think like you lied to me saying you had a plan.
We actually, it's
Roscoe
the
does that.
opposite. We had too many plans to get out of here.
Right. You got so many plans, you don't know which one to do.
I hate this guy.
I just want to get out of this desert.
You're good here, correct?
Oh, I'm totally fine.
This is taking too
Why do
long.
we care? Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Everyone who's
Eagle.
already been on the carpet, get the fuck back on the carpet.
You
Ah, eagles. I cast it.
I jump on the back of an eagle.
the eagles now!
Also, I was wrong. I can cast it 3 times. Apparently, for some reason, I can cast it at 4th level, but I don't know what that would do for me, so.
More eagles.
Apparently, if I cast it at 5th level, I can double the amount of creatures, and then 7th is triple, and 8th is quadruple.
Fleet of eagles.
Eagles.
Flock of seagulls.
That's right, yeah.
How
Are
many
those sand
crows do you
eagles?
need to carry a person?
Seagulls.
That sounds like an
The
interesting
real answer to that
All
is
right,
actually
all right.
quite bloody.
That's enough of that. You and Ori take one.
Because you need a murder.
Yeah.
Roscoe, you pick someone else to go with you. How about Salvo Raspberry?
I got a spot right behind me for you.
That's exactly where I would ride.
so that you can cut
I'm
off.
not gonna be no eagle back, bitch.
Also, I can see you're clearly over you.
So many valid points.
And then I'll hop on with Thunder and Stack.
And I gently place the tower shield between me and Roscoe.
That's,
You now no longer can see in front of you.
that's bad aerodynamics.
It's fair.
Very bad.
You're right, I strap it down to the eagle.
The rug
So-
doesn't seem to care, though. Oh, wait, you want an eagle?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe they care.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Roscoe chose his riding partner.
Okay, so
Yeah. Harry and me are on the other eagle, basically, and everybody else is on a carpet.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
What a weird.
We've all established our
It
caravan.
took way too long
Parade.
to apologize.
okay. So you said the Eagle's flying speed is 80?
80.
So at a dash,
True.
160. Let me do some mathises because it is now about 1 in the
Hold on to
afternoon.
your butts.
You guys have roughly less than 6 hours of daylight left.
But we just need to get out of the desert.
Yeah.
Okay.
You better hold on also. I'm definitely going to have this
Um,
available.
Who has the map?
We have a map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're just like go.
Did I have a map?
You had a map.
Where?
do you look for your map?
Yeah.
It's ruined and waterlogged and bled over, and you cannot.
Oh, a
make heads or
good
tails of it.
treasure map is waterproof.
I never said this was a treasure map, buddy.
Oh, well, I don't want it then.
It literally is a printout of MapQuest.
It's got the HTTP like long thing.
Core memory unlocked.
So, yeah, guys, I'll lead us out of here.
And which way would that be?
There's 2 suns. This makes this really tricky.
Give me a survival check.
Because the forest and Drakehaven are probably like that direction.
Michael Scott?
16?
Plus
16?
5, 21.
Oh, Flash of Genius?
Yes.
Okay. Roscoe's like, the sun's like pretty directly up in the sky, and then Salvo just kind of like tickles your ear a little bit, and you go, huh!
It's a gentle whisper. I lean down and I say, "That's that sun." I don't know the names of the suns. I say, "That's that sun."
You would know, and I wrote them down, but
Sure.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. So with the Flash of Genius, you can tell that from a straight up angle, the suns are less than 10% off towards a certain direction, which you would then indicate as being east. Because in this planet, the suns rise in the west.
Backwards.
So you can tell that east is essentially from where you're looking at this way. You do know from. Give me a history check.
8?
Okay, 8's not bad. I mean, it wasn't a horrible DC. You do know that roughly the forest now encompassed the eastern, southern, and part of the southwestern part of Shades Valley. Though where you are at in Shades Valley, you're uncertain. So with that Flash of Genius 21 survival check, you would surmise this. Heading due south is going to take you just as long, if not longer, than the sand sail that you took to get here, which took you a while. And that was from a center point within the desert. If you're looking for the quickest way out of the desert, east to the forest now.
Done.
The forest.
Is that where we came from? Where the weird wild were?
How long would that take?
Where the wild things are.
I'd say with the 21,
Stop.
Roscoe confidently says about 5 hours. But with your passive insight, you're not entirely sure.
Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll make it to the forest. We may not go that far into the forest, and we'll just have to go around a long way.
Let's ride.
How far up does the rug go from the ground?
Do you try that?
Yeah.
You're the one that's riding the rug out?
It's, yeah.
Us two
You
and
two?
Stack and Ari?
No, ours with.
Yeah, he's on. Ours with an eagle, with Trenton.
Okay.
You say up. Up. Up.
Try a number.
Up.
I yell from an eagle.
5.
Try a specific number.
I'm just gonna say fly above the trees.
That's not very high.
It stops.
It's a little specific.
It stops going up or just stops entirely?
Because as you were saying up, the only trees nearby were already below it.
Oh. Okay, well then I wouldn't have said anything different.
Like a unit?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can just fly over the forest instead of trying to like.
You surmise that it doesn't necessarily have, to a reasonable degree, you surmise that it doesn't have an upper altitude limit as of right now. At a certain point, it starts to get extremely windy and cold.
That's more of your limit than it's.
Space carpet?
To the moon.
I assume.
Yeah.
How many moons?
1.
Oh.
Pink and shattered.
Oh, there's a story there.
Nope, it's all fine. It's
I'm
fine.
triggered. I'm triggered.
We're gonna start.
I had a
going,
dream.
And if you guys wanna,
By shattered, I mean it looks like they're. And this is good information for all of you that would know this. When I say shattered, it's not the entire thing. Starting from nearly a center point and kind of moving upwards depending on the time of the year. There looks like there's like a small incision into it that had like burst outwards, and there's tiny pink asteroids just kind of floating around
Space
it.
egg.
Oh shit, the space dragon.
That's where the long sky came from. And shattered the moon.
It's actually kind of cool if that were.
we're gonna start going now.
That would be really nice. We're burning the amount of time that I can keep this
I'm-
even.
And we're
I'm
gonna
already
be probably
flying.
slower than you, so
I would say that this is kind of like flying talk.
Oh,
However,
okay.
the carpet is significantly slower than these eagles.
Also, if this trip takes longer than 3 hours, then we're also on the ground.
Correct. Which is, to fast forward things a little bit, 3 hours into it, you can tell from like a few like preening shoulder chitters from the eagles that their time here is almost up.
Because I've had to burn 3 slots of this spell so I can keep it up for an hour each. So yeah, I've no more 3rd level spell slots, and these eagles. Sorry, let me do this in character. I think that my eagles are about to disappear back to the Fae. We need to get back down to the ground, or we're gonna be tumbling out of the sky.
That sounds cool too. I'm gonna ride it out.
All right, I guess it doesn't matter because you're stupid slow falling.
I'm with.
I fall very fast, so I'm going to go back to the ground.
I'm with you. I'm like, okay.
Thelma and Louise just hand in hand, just right off the cliff.
I just imagine myself like the proud father or proud mother behind you, standing like or sitting with my hands on your shoulders because my torso is like double your height. Just like, yes, child, we'll fly.
All right, I make it back down to the ground and I call the eagles off.
Okay.
I don't know what they want to do, but they said they're fine. So
3 hours have passed. They stop roughly about 200 feet away from you guys. And it takes almost an hour for the carpet to catch up to you guys. It has now been 4 hours from Roscoe's prior 21. It is slightly past 5 p.m. The suns are beginning to fall behind what you have now seen, especially from the air, a ridgeline of a thin strip of green, and slightly above that, a thin strip of grayish white that you surmise to be a mountain range.
How far does it seem?
Still many more miles to go.
Can you give me that in time?
In time, Roscoe, in your head, and this is the final time that I'll use the Flash of Genius roll for that roll in particular, you're not going to make it before nightfall.
shit. We should have thought ahead on that.
Yeah, I didn't know the limit on that.
Eagle time frame.
I don't think your car would have made it there anyways. Which way is the wind blowing?
Give me a survival check.
Could the eagles have dragged the carpet faster? Or is it physically only capable of going?
6.
North-ish? North-ish? It's kind of whipping around, like you like lick your finger and stick it up in the air, and it feels like there's cold air coming from all around it.
So you guys can start digging, maybe?
You have your earth repulsion or sand repulsion.
I can start
ship?
digging.
And what I could do is firebolt behind you to create a crude glass tunnel.
Do any of you guys have one of those safety domes that like pops up and it's got air and stuff inside?
Oh, that'd be great.
No.
Do one of you have that? Someone used that at some point in this campaign.
That was a Master Malachi. Now you get
All right,
Grand Mason.
we're gonna go
Mason.
with the
Mason.
glass tunnel.
Grandpappy.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check, and then roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier.
9.
Okay.
Flash of Genius.
Okay.
14.
14.
14?
Let me go ahead and click that off.
If that's, tell me if that's a pass or a fail, and I might lucky it. You don't. You can't. I don't think you can tell me what it does.
It is a mediocre fail.
I'm gonna use a lucky.
Oh, halfway one. So 14 it is?
No, the new rule stays if you're using lucky.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Bloop. Can you lucky a lucky?
No, I don't have to take it. I don't have to take the new one. You can spend. You can spend one roll to roll an additional d20, and you choose which die to use.
Oh, okay. All right. My apologies then. Yeah, you can keep the 14.
Yeah.
And I got a 15 for the spells.
And 15 for the spells. More or less, as this is happening, sand begins to continue to fill in the spot that Roscoe is trying to dig out. And for a moment, Salvo, like you think that, like, okay, what if I just go ahead and start glassing early? Just kind of blasting into it. It's almost like a poor soldering mark. Just kind of splashes of glass everywhere while more sand like fills into those points and melts into it. You know, I just realized that strange man didn't come with us.
No.
He buries himself in the sand and like breathes through a reed or some shit.
He says some people do that.
I don't know. He said he just breathes under the sand like normal people.
Huh. Well, if I knew what breathing was like, I'd certainly think that was strange.
I bury my head in the sand and try to breathe.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's actually pretty good. That's an artificial 20.
It's nowhere near as bad as some of the alcoholic beverages you've imbibed and gone down your wind tunnel. However, you realize you cannot breathe sand as you come choking up out of the...
Oh, shit. Well, mate, you can't breathe sand. That's the scientific method, right?
Yes.
I'm getting
Salvo
it.
said
All right, I could-
disappointedly.
I could try and find some of these reeds he was talking about. See if maybe we could just bury ourselves for the night.
Yeah.
Can I use locate animal or plants to find these reeds?
What does locate plants do?
It says, describe a name, a specific kind of beast or plant, concentrating on the voice of nature in your surroundings. You learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles,
Damn.
if they are present.
It's pretty good.
Okay. You use that spell?
It's through my staff, so I'm going to
Using
2 charges of the staff and plant it into the sand. I'm like, where are the reeds?
And it kind of parts of the bark and vines kind of twist off of it and dig into the ground, and there's almost like this strange like humming sound coming from it. There are none.
There are no reeds within 5 miles, so we're SOL on that one.
You got any wood?
I started unfurling my kite.
So remind me where exactly we are again. Are we like right on the edge of the forest?
Several miles out.
Several
You can
miles out
barely
before it's
see it
still
on
just
the
in the
horizon.
desert.
There's green in the
Yes.
distance. We will not make it without magic.
Before
And
nightfall.
The suns are essentially like a few fingers above that horizon where you can see the what presumably is forest.
And everything around us is just sand.
Dunes and sand.
I say maybe Salvo could fly up and see if there's anything like a top of a ruin barely poking out through the sand or something.
Maybe we can use the carpet for that. It's an elevator.
You've got a magic flying stone.
Yeah.
Stop fighting it.
The carpet just does it.
I jump on the carpet. I go up high.
You look around you, and for miles and miles and miles, as far as you can see, there's just sand.
We're so amped.
Or
It's now roughly 5:30.
what time is dark?
You can see that the suns are getting closer and closer to the horizon line.
That means
Like an hour?
Very soon.
Very soon.
No,
Less-
I'd say just passively, you give yourself maybe an hour.
okay.
All right.
We can make a portal to another dimension with the 2 bags.
That's not what you're looking for. I do not want to experience that scientific method.
Was that Roscoe
Yeah.
Hey,
saying
Ghelfi.
that? Like,
Wait a minute. Salvo, don't you have a way to send a message?
I do.
I don't think the longest night's gonna negotiate.
Reach out to Amara.
And
Ask for help. It is a huge pinnacle of magical ability. They might be able to do something for us. I don't know.
give it a whirl.
Who's Amara?
I have no idea.
She's a really good friend, and she's
Very
really
important.
pretty.
Just not important to tell you right now. Very important lady.
we have an hour before it's... Okay.
Well, I mean, you're from Drakehaven, right?
Right.
She's the head of the...
No,
She's a councilwoman.
she's a councilwoman within Drakehaven.
She's a councilwoman within Drakehaven.
Oh, all right. Hey, I'm really bad with names, so...
And we've bonded over some drama.
Cute.
Just give it back to her.
You say you trauma bonded?
So, and she can, what, teleport us? Why didn't we do this earlier?
Well, I'm sure there's limits to it, but it's kind of a Hail Mary at this point.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
Yeah, that sounds great. While they do that, I start.
If anyone
digging
can
a hole.
teleport or
I'll hail
create
her.
a
I'll do
portal or
whatever she
anything.
wants, as long as she gets us freaking out of here. I don't care what Mary does.
I'll give it a whirl.
Okay, so you're using your book of sending.
Sure am.
You gotta roll first.
I know. After use.
Bardic
Oh yes,
Inspiration.
roll after reuse.
Yep.
My apologies.
Yep. So
Can I give Bardic Inspiration to that?
I'll allow it.
It's a skill check, right?
No, it's just a roll a d20 results.
I'll still allow it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
so I can
Yeah.
d6.
So I'm
But,
like
okay,
I'm
but-
like hovering over your shoulder, like.
Well, no, say it like that.
I'm going to, based on your description of like going up and where we are and how we traveled, we can say whatever. I can actually do the exact math, but let's just say I did the math on max
did the
flight
monster
speed
math.
of the carpet to this point is exactly that far due east from the Shimmering Fang.
Okay. Okay.
To give
okay. Okay. That's interesting. What do you say in your message?
I'm going to say we're that amount of distance, three hours at 60 feet per 6 seconds due east of the Shimmering Fang.
7 clicks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Options limited, need help to not. Longest night, real bad. Please help. 1 hour left.
Use the rest for more helps.
Yeah.
Use a portion of it to tell who is contacting her.
Yeah.
Where we are.
It's
Yeah, I did that.
us 6, 5, 4 that she knows. 4 people plus stack 5. And then
No, it's gonna get left.
danger not immediate, but soon. God.
He's hanging out, and everyone just disappears.
And that. Go ahead.
It should just be like Salvo and company, 1 hour to danger, this far from Shimmering Fang.
Yeah, basically. That works for me.
And this is my Bardic
Erase,
Inspiration.
rewrite.
Yeah. This is me helping. Like, no, you gotta tell her who it's from.
Sure.
Okay. You hear back. I'm so glad to hear that you're alive. The longest night is indeed a dire threat. I relatively know. That's quiet for a little while. So, will you roll me a D100, please?
I'm still taking.
Does this like go to his brain or go to her brain, or how do they receive?
80. Respectable.
That's a B.
Bees get degrees.
Oh, and my book is safe.
What'd you get on your roll?
5 plus 1.
was close.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was very close. At this time, hold on just a moment. Let me kind of change up the mood here.
All right, down to 22 charges on my possible exploding book.
At this time, the suns begin to gently, minutely make their way down towards that ridge far off on the horizon.
Oh, to be clear, as soon as I sent that message, I started using wood carving tools to carve whatever wood we have to make straws.
Go ahead and give me a tinkering check real quick.
I'm also planning on laying under the sand and using my shield to make myself an air pocket.
Okay, so screw narrative description. Wood straws and air pockets. Got it.
Wood straw.
What'd you get on your roll?
I'm gonna add fucking.
Oh.
I'm gonna stroke a genius myself. I'm like, you know what? Straw's a good thing to have to breathe.
I don't really want to know how he struck himself.
Flash of genius. That, yeah, so that's a 9 plus was tinkering proficiency plus the dealie plus so
George
that's
Washington.
8 plus 9, 17. It's weird.
17. You fashion
Yeah.
modestly quickly about 3 breathing straws roughly a foot long. And as the suns continue to fall, you just hear the feverish sounds of you hear a deep rumbling far in the west behind you. And then you look to your front in the horizon, there seems to be a darkened patch that grows closer and closer and closer. Soon thereafter, Salvo, you're beginning to continue to whittle, and a cool shade envelops over you as the sun's setting behind the mountain ridge continue to chase forward to the west.
Yeah, we see the shade come in.
And then, like artillery shell fireworks, you hear first and see and look up, almost in a pinnacle shape, a circular object made of interlocking currents of a silverish light with almost like a rose-like symbol in the middle appears, and kind of like falling down, robes lapping all over into the air, just a faint golden light behind her as the suns cast their shadow. You see Amara land into the sand, and deep off into the distance, that's where we're gonna go break.
Yep.
We're like,
Longest night scared me.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a quick 15-minute or so break. We haven't been timing ourselves, but we're gonna get better at it. And we'll be right back to find out exactly what happens in the rest of this adventure.
Yo! Synchronize the watch.
See y'all soon.
See ya. Sync.
And welcome back to Scales of Fate, everybody. Last where we left off, you guys were making your way through the desert, and it became apparent that you would not reach the edge of the desert into the forest mill in time for nightfall. Thalner, with a flash of genius, stroke of genius, said, "Hey, Salvo, can't you contact, like, Dragon Mommy or something?"
Or something else.
Yeah, the joke's starting to get dragging.
Yeah. Councilwoman Mommy.
Councilwoman Mommy. And as she gently lands into the sand, like her pointed shoes getting a little bit dug into the ground, she looks around and turns back and sees that the suns are beginning to fall behind the mountain ridge, and looks at you guys and says, "I hope there's only 8 of you, because I can only take 8, including myself."
Yep.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, the rock, new person, okay, new person behind you.
They're also good, I think.
Okay, here we go. And she begins speaking in words that seem kind of draconic, but also a little bit, for those of you who speak draconic, it seems like archaic, like the Gaelic of draconic. And all around you guys, now bring it in, come close. Begin to see sigils and signs burning into the sand all around you, actually like kind of crisping and shattering parts of the glass from Salvo's firebolt. And with a strange pop and what feels like a stretching feeling, you hear one last thundering echo of a roar off in the distance before it's cut into silence. The sensation that you're beginning to have, again, is like a stretched out feeling. It is like trying to squeeze through several doorways that are just simply too tight. Your visuals in front of you are just flashing, wavering colors, and within a few moments of this, you feel yourself standing on solid ground. In the middle of Councilwoman Amara's chambers inside of Drakehaven.
Woo! That was a close one.
Are you guys all right?
I don't feel good.
Not exactly.
The nausea will pass.
Not for that.
He does that.
Stress, anxiety, you name it. Fear for my life.
Certainly.
I hear it's old.
Glad to see you all back. Were you successful on your... She looks tentatively at Triton and Ari. Your mission?
I don't know if I would call it a success.
Yes, very.
I would say more so than we anticipated.
It was awesome. It was better than it could have been. We got everything.
Wonderful.
My team did not fare out so well.
We lost the race.
This is Trenton and this is Ari.
We're a part of the Hexers. Or the former Hexers.
Crinkles.
They're a group of mercenaries.
To put it fairly.
Yeah, that have now since disbanded. Trenton seems...
Forcefully disbanded?
Yeah, Trenton's been a great help in recovering lost artifacts and
Trying
otherwise
not to get
surviving.
us killed.
He also makes eagles. Fantastic feature.
Very fast. Can hold a couple people.
He helped us out, both of them.
Yes. and Arya is a bomb maker. Don't let her near your shiny things.
Yeah, keep an eye on him.
Very quiet. You'll never even notice she's there.
Stealing your things.
You should notice she's there.
You guys look over and she's already like kind of got her hands in the small chest tucked away into the corner.
Stop it!
Sorry, I can't help it. Hi,
Come
nice
here.
to meet you.
Come over
Right,
here.
yep. Amara, pleasure.
What? Likewise.
You're like, I'm not in that desert, so love it.
Yeah.
So, not to be a bit of an alarmist, quite a few things have changed within the city since you've been gone. I'll get you up to speed, but perhaps over a meal, you guys look like you could use a little bit of rest.
I am so hungry.
All I've had today
really
is
hungry.
Roscoe's sausage.
Okay.
I could use another salad.
Sure. I'll get the dining room chambers prepared. In the meantime, you guys are inside of my council chambers, so actually, it'll be best if I just leave you here for the moment. Is there anything pressing that you guys have?
Tea.
I would say there's a small matter, and I gesture towards Downer.
And Downer's like literally like almost zoned out at this point, just kind of flexing his hands as like just the fingertips are left red, and he's like not like frantic, but just pensively clenching and unclenching his fists, and he repeats, "Tea. I need a cup of tea, and I need to check on my father. I need to go see my father." And just like without looking at anyone, starts walking towards the door, and glances sort of over his shoulder briefly, and says, "I'll catch back up with you guys.
Yeah.
I gotta go."
They've gotten greener.
I can see that. So you know, Tyro is doing well and should be at his shop or wherever he likes to frequent.
Yep, I'll find him. Oh, halfway out the door.
Speaking of leaving, can you direct me to the finish line?
I'm sorry?
There's probably a guy with a big flag or like maybe a ribbon. Have you seen a ribbon up for weeks?
And at this point, you hear the door shut, and Thalner exits the scene.
Bye.
I need to look at your tail. Okay.
I'm certain you'll be able to find him later.
Can I talk to you in privately with, hi, friends. We love you both. Could you give us a moment?
I can take a hint. I will politely step away.
Mostly take your friend.
Ari, come on now.
Oh, right, yep.
Is there a safe place they can rest and recover from their experience?
I could use a drink.
Oh, well.
Oh man, I got the place for you.
I'm sure you do. Do you have where you could point at on a map?
Oh, I mean, Unofficial is the first place I'm going.
Okay. Well, I have to leave now, so.
Where are you going? I mean, I have places to be.
Well, okay, how about this? Roscoe, why don't you entertain our new friends?
Yeah. All right.
And we'll catch up, as it were?
Yes. Elgots?
Oh, of course, Elgots.
Please wait for us there.
Aleguts. That name sounds so familiar.
Going to go to Elgots. To begin with.
Yeah.
Certainly. Well,
Nice.
and she gives you brief instructions on how to exit the counseling building.
Oh, he's taking them.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea where the fuck we are.
She gives you directions, and you guys leave the vicinity, leaving JJ. Stack definitely followed you out to Elgots.
No, Stack. You can stay here for now. We'll
What?
take you there in
Oh.
a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and before you leave, do you mind
Go hold on to
borrow
your
your
bag.
bag
Yeah.
for a minute?
The one without the drugs in it.
Just no one else.
Obviously.
All right. You
You
guys.
seem to ask about drugs a lot. Are you okay?
Well, that's everything you've been obsessing over with this whole.
It's okay. I'll check you out later. I got a clinic down the shop. I got some
You're a doctor.
I don't judge.
rehab
I don't judge. Man.
facilities.
Let's go.
I don't think we've ever talked about the fact that you're a doctor.
It never came up.
Guns.
His favorite medicine is bullet.
I'll ask you about it later, after I've had a few drinks with Roscoe.
Why don't you go catch up? Have fun.
Okay. Stack stays with JJ and Salvo. Roscoe, Ari, and Trenton presumably head towards Elgots.
Do we have to leave the table too now?
No. I'm just kidding. No. Okay. Well, now that we're in private, what is it?
Me first.
I'll start with, I guess, the the
I give her a complete, just like
Yeah.
itinerary of exactly what happened,
Yeah.
what day it happened, like full debrief.
Okay.
yeah,
And
and I cliff notes it into Limrit's dead, recovered another orb, found
Gems.
yes, gems, but we found the old dude that we were looking for.
oh yeah, Silcrest is back.
Yeah,
So I've heard
the left of Silcrest, we assumed they came back.
yes.
Thea had made sure to notify me when she re-entered the city.
Oh, good.
We need to return that boat, by the way.
They took the boat. Someone took the boat. That boat's gone.
They took it back here.
Oh, does the boat go here?
No,
You guys
they
literally
left
gave
us.
them the boat
Oh,
and stranded us.
we should definitely
No.
we should get that boat back. Yeah.
So, if I'm following, you made it out to the Shimmering Fang, located Whitegroff, found the Blue Dragon Orb. To my pleasant shock, slayed Limerith, the Queen of the Desert.
That was an oopsie moment.
An oopsie.
The technical term.
Yes. Grand Mason has told me about this.
Is it oopsies, you know?
Is it an oopsie? It's an oopsie. Is it?
Okay.
But yes, she's been removed from the table.
So to speak.
She kind of picks up this small, like paperweight object, kind of cut into the shape of what appears to be the combination of bear and owl that you'd actually looking at it looks familiar from your passing in the forest and and sits back down and says, "Okay, well then I suppose it'd be more than fair to debrief you about things that have transpired here."
Oh yeah, we also killed that green dragon.
Iskar.
Yeah, Iskar.
You killed Iskar
Yeah, that first.
in the forest Nell.
Yeah.
That was part of that. I may have rushed over that.
Here is the hide.
Lovely. Albeit a little disturbing, but that's all right.
I'm a practical person. I don't want to waste it.
Certainly. To be as direct as I can, more or less, we've found a much more sense of stability within the city.
I thought you were like, it's gone to shit.
No. Actually, the only issues that we've been seeing is Orzov's members have been slowly, for lack of a better term, ousting themselves.
Turning themselves in.
Yes.
Peculiar.
And most of them were already in custody once they began their confessionals. Some of those giving us names of others who then turned into a chain reaction of turning themselves in. And the most prominent of information that we've been gleaning from them is that most of them feel like they weren't in their right mind doing things under the orders of Orzov.
That makes a lot of sense. When did we last speak? Trying to remember, because we spoke with the guy, sort of.
Yes, I do believe you had told me about this last in the Garden of the Gods.
Yeah, okay. And you know how that ended, shook out.
Yes.
Donner's father,
Yes.
yeah. So that makes a lot of sense that he was definitely not in his right mind.
That does actually explain why it's been so long since we've been able to find him. It seems that he has some sort of minute form of mind control or manipulation abilities.
It's almost as if he's a puppet master. Probably doesn't go out in his own body often, if at all.
I'd imagine not, no.
Do you remember what he wanted?
We actually encountered a similar effect with the red shit. The Shadow Flame Mother, where we never actually technically saw the Shadow Flame Mother. We only saw multiple puppets of the Shadow Flame Mother. That was more of a construct scenario, but a similar way of interacting.
wonder if the two have anything tied together between them. But you did indeed procure this other orb. May I see it?
Yeah, it's in this bag. I don't want to touch it.
I also don't. Perhaps...
I can grab some, like, big tongs. I don't know.
Out of your utility belt?
I mean, I got like smith's tools, I got wood carvers, I got thieves. If I don't have the tool, I can probably make the tool.
Like the little crucible.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
You pull out a crucible and just kind of stick it in the bag of holding.
And I'm like, orb.
And you pull out a orb, very slightly larger, like in a basketball in dimensions, and upon it, wrapped around part of the diameter, is a wingless blue dragon in the likeness of what you had seen to be Limerith.
Mm-hmm.
That is fascinating and quite disturbing. I believe that Paula should be updated on this note.
Paula too?
Indeed, yes. Speaking of, you had asked Paula to look into some matters pertaining to Dragocite, I think it was.
Possibly.
Yes.
That seems like forever ago.
Yeah.
I don't even...
Probably, that sounds right.
She's informed me that she's had quite a bit of success in locating and isolating using old Dwarven texts where we might be able to find some.
That would be nice. That would be very nice.
However, I've saved the most important matter for last. We finally have received some words from Aetherrock.
What?
Yes. Most of it has been from the mouths of some trusted individuals that apparently have begun trade again with Aetherrock from Port Galen. And it seems like this fanatic chromatic spiral has taken up residency within Aetherrock. Additionally, there's been no sign of your old benefactor living on the island. I know that's not great news, and I know it's not a lot, but it's at least an update.
Well, no news is not bad news, I suppose.
I suppose so. Yeah. Well, I have a few matters that I need to attend to. One of them updating Paula and Thea about your return to Drakehaven. I suppose that since you were meeting your friends down at the Dragon's Den, that we could meet you up there later as well.
Is that the name of Ilgat's location?
Mm-hmm.
The Dragon's Den, of course it is.
I had a question since the beginning. Why can't we destroy the things now? Why do we have to collect them all? Because doesn't collecting them all summon the Tiamat person?
To my knowledge, which is limited in comparison to Paula's or other historians, I don't know if they could be destroyed, and if they could, we should try. Additionally, I don't know what the reason for collecting them would be. However, considering the Chromatic Spiral has been trying to do that themselves, my own personal opinion is do it before they can.
They want it. We should get it first.
That's how...
Oh, no, yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm just saying if we collect them all and happen to have them all inside the bag of holding...
Oh, we're not going to put them in the same bag.
Right.
I don't want them to touch.
Well, yeah, it's just like...
I would love to find a place to put these that isn't on us.
That would be wonderful.
Something I can't personally help with now, but I can look into the matter.
It'd be great if you could, like, say, I don't know, make a pocket dimension, or
Those things are possible, but we also don't know what sort of arcane affinity those orbs are.
Get extra bags of holding and make one of those black hole things and just throw them in.
You're not here.
The items are lost forever. Oh, sorry.
That's magic carpet them to the moon.
I can show you the moon.
Just say up forever.
We'll do what we can to research, and while you're here in town, of course, any resources are at your disposal. But for now, let's say that you join your friends, and we'll catch back up at the Dragon's Den.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way,
Hmm?
I'm really glad to see you both back alive, all of you. I do have a question, a brief one.
Shoot.
What happened to your metal friend?
Not our gem friend.
You left with, and she asked about both. She says, you left here with Leon and some other metal friend, Hammerfist, I believe?
Yeah.
What happened to the two of them?
Ooh, well, Hammerfist was killed in a cave. God, same cave? No, different cave. No, that was in the safe space of the...
Our metal friend took us to his safe space of hiding where it was invaded by the minions of...
The Gem Stalkers.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's starting to ring a bell.
And the Gem Stalkers
The battle that ensued.
ended his second existence. He was a dwarf in the body of a metalborn.
Okay.
And then Leon...
In the lair of Iskar, there was a blue sword, and the blue sword basically made him act really, really weird.
It enslaved him to Limrith. And he served her bidding, but managed to retain some of his autonomy. He eventually killed Limrith, actually, I believe, did the final blow with that sword, and then
We haven't seen him since.
departed under probably guilt and a lot of feelings. I'm not one to speculate, but he has his own business he needs to attend to.
Certainly.
I believe that was the dragon that destroyed his village, so he probably had some closure to see to.
Well, perhaps we can find a way to locate or speak with him again, but I am sorry for your loss.
Happens in this line of work, unfortunately.
I'm just glad we made it back as many as we did. And we may have gained a new friend as well, who may help us if he wants to.
Well, she sighs heavily and says, again, I have things I must take care of. And we'll meet later this evening.
Sure. Toss her a gem as we leave.
She catches it and looks at it and tries not to, but gives you a weak smile.
Is that cursed?
Is the gem cursed?
Yeah.
You're not certain? Do you want to identify it?
Can she tell me if it is?
You pose that question out loud. She says, there's a bit of residual energy of a blue dragon.
Any worse than the platinum was?
I'd say they're similar.
Cool.
I don't know what her favorite color is other than gold. So she
Her
strikes me as a
silver.
purple person. Oh, hers is silver.
Silver.
Amara silver wine?
Silver, white, and green. That's what she likes.
But she's Amara silver wine, right?
Yes.
And then it's Paula...
Sorrel Lorai.
Right.
Sorrel Lorai.
Who is gold.
Yes.
Okay. Well then, green gems. I get it.
She smiles.
Did we do the right thing in killing Limrith?
She kind of gets a 1,000-yard stare looking into this emerald that had been flipped over to her by JJ and says, based on your story and some of the words that she had said, and considering that she herself had an orb within her lair, morally gray, but on the verge of Good.
I guess the better question is, do you feel we did the right thing?
I do, yes.
We're the only good chromatics in the snow.
Oh, a little bit dragon racist there. But
Yeah.
there could be a good chromatic out there. I look at Amara with like a... Right?
That I'm not certain of. Not one that I've met.
Yeah.
It's possible.
There's-
Sentient creatures have their own vibes, desires, and choices to make. It's possible.
I seem to have the best experience with metallic dragons. So far, I'm 2 for 2.
And as you guys are slowly ushered out, and she says that she'll meet you in the evening, we will pop back over to Roscoe, Stack, Ari, and
The antics.
Trenton.
Yeah. You're leading the way to Ilgot's place, because I have no idea. I've been in Drakehaven before, so, have a general feel.
It's like the one pub. I mean, you don't want to go to that other one. They're too posh.
All right. It's the Dragon's Den or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've spoken to a lot of the horses outside in the stable. It's a very nice place.
It's so weird, man.
Hey, don't call him weird. He's cool. All right?
Hey, if you think weird's derogatory, that's on you, brother.
Well, I'm a man, first of all. Thank you very much. But I don't think it's bad. I was just saying, you don't know my friend.
Okay.
I definitely thought Ari was a lady, but like they or them, it.
Yeah, that's the thing in which I had previously mentioned before. You've been uncertain. This is
Are
the
they
first.
unknown?
Yes.
Okay.
You have all been uncertain, but in this moment, she had said, "I'm a lady. Thank you very much."
You're welcome. Let's go.
Right? We make our way to the Dragon's Den.
Okay.
I'm talking to whatever creature will listen along the way.
Okay.
Little bugs and spiders and things.
Okay. Hold on. Let me roll something real quick. Okay. Along the way, the creatures that stand out to you the most when speaking of is there is a flock of bats that begin to swarm around all of you, and in speaking to them, you hear like,
Hey, where's the fucking berries, eh? I know you ain't got them. Where's your friend? Hey, tell me where his friend is.
I might have some berries. What berries are you
I want
talking
the
about?
fucking delicious ass berries.
Rifling around.
Yeah, we want the delicious
I
berries.
just provide some berries that I
We
kind
said we'd get a whole bunch of them. We went to the tea shop.
and the other was like,
Yeah, they said we go to the tea shop and get a bunch of berries.
They're talking about the tea shop.
Tell him he's a piece of shit.
The tea shop. What about?
They also say you're a piece of shit.
Oh, I mean, I hear that a lot. What?
I do know
is there
there's that.
specific?
They just said take us to the tea shop. They've been asking me for berries.
Listen,
They
it's
seem
the
very
big green
familiar
man.
with
Big
you.
green man, his buddy.
Big green man?
Shit.
Your body?
Tell them that he had to go out to the berry farm in the desert, and he's so far behind us because he's bringing so many with him. It's taken him a long time.
He seems to be spinning a bit of a tale.
Oh, I can hear it in his voice, yeah. Hey, get him!
and all the bats begin attacking you.
Jumped, bro. Or flew.
This is for the clan. And 4 points of piercing damage.
This is for the clan.
You know, you could, what's it, deflect missile?
It's not a missile. It's a sentient creature.
Oh.
And there's see a whole bunch of bats just flocking all around you.
I'll take 4 points, and I then punch the ground with a lightning punch. Electricity just kind of shoots off all around me.
There's this huge shock wave that reverberates, and all the bats like kind of fly off a little bit. You hear one of them go like, "Oh, I can't feel my legs." Oh wait, that's normal.
The clan will never forget about this.
And they sail off into the night.
Oh,
They
God.
said the clan will never forget.
I didn't make a deal with him.
Why is everything out of your mouth so sort of contradictory to what it actually might be?
Our partner promised them an ungodly amount of starberries.
Starberries? Those are extremely rare.
You're familiar with these? They're very rare.
Yeah, I'm also aware.
They would not like the berries I just gave them.
Not at all. No, it probably
That's
made it worse.
That's why we were so mad.
Yeah.
How do you...
Sounds like you told them I was lying?
I said you spun a tale.
Yeah, so I do that a lot. If you're gonna be hanging out with me, you can't be like blabbing to everyone that I'm lying.
I try telling him this all the time. He gives me away every
See,
time.
I like her. We seem to get along.
A little... to the point. I can't help it. I'm not very good at lying.
But you're like a lawful good.
Yes.
Don't friends tell each other the truth, though?
Yeah, but those bats are not friends.
I thought they were friends.
Creatures are
To each
inherently
other,
friends.
they're friends to each other.
They helped us out when we went underneath the city.
Only for things.
Right. That's
Friends
what...
help each other out for nothing.
Roscoe, I'm getting very conflicting advice from you right now.
Harry, based on that, I don't think we're friends.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I've always needed something from you, and you've always needed something from me.
All right, yeah. Just help each other out.
Hey, don't blame me for breaking you guys up.
Well,
Hey, we're not a thing! Gross.
it's just
Friends
like
or not? Oh, sorry.
up to my knee.
What's wrong with that?
All right,
I mean, he's up to your like waist.
that's fair.
It's about this
Perfect.
time, you guys moving through a middling amount of people walking up and down the main causeway of Drake Haven. You see that multi-wide double-door porch with hanging wind chimes and open windows, and you can just hear the sounds of revelry. There appears to be a band of bards playing some music inside of the Dragon's Den right now.
I've definitely been here before. Now I've gotten over here, I'm starting to recognize it.
Yeah, this place is rad.
Yeah. All right, we go to get a drink.
Hell yeah.
What do you
have a
drink?
tab open.
What do you drink?
What don't I drink?
Aye.
Aye, that's a good answer.
Something made of like a wheatgrass or some sort of ale.
Just, yeah, I'll find you a wheatgrass shot for sure.
Perfect. Perfect.
As you guys enter the threshold of the thrumming and vibrant party that is the Dragon's Den right now.
Music change.
Oh, music change.
It should be vibrant.
I know. Pressure.
Need a
Michael
jig
Ghelfi
music.
Tavern. Ghelfi Tavern. There we go. That'll do it.
The most icy.
That's fine. No, that's well, maybe it's more fun than that. Here we go. Play.
You said a band of bards.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect.
Absolutely destroying.
Shredding it.
It's got 4 strings, but I know how to use them.
Yeah, you actually see there's a few members of the Justice of the Peace still wearing their armor, hanging out at different tables and associating with different patrons. Excuse me. And the bards are just going at it. People are like shouting and raising their mugs up in the air and going, cheer! And tossing corns over the bard. And then you hear this loud stomping sound. Hey, little man.
Hey, Elga, man, how's it going?
No, you don't saying things that is nice. You don't.
Not to my largest friend?
No, you say friend. You say working here for a long time. Disappear! Drink all my ale. There's still people punching the crap out of each other.
But we set up that automatic brewery system.
Well, it's been helpful for bro, but...
Did it show up to work drunk?
No, yes. Many of them show up drunk still.
Well, then it's working.
They're downstairs beating crap out of each other. I can't make them go.
There's nothing like there's no such thing as bad publicity, man. That's bringing in people. So you're saying now the top and bottom levels of your establishment are full of patrons?
Well, yes, but it's not what brand is.
I mean, customers. The customers make the choice. You go with whatever brand they pay
I
for.
own the Dragon Den. I make decisions.
I give him a small handful of gems.
He just kind of like plops gems in his hand. Like, how many do you give him?
5.
Okay, he just plops in his hand. He's like, oh, shorty. He's very good. Still does not make reprimand for you making deal and you backing out on deal.
Is
I'm
everyone here
here.
mad at you?
Everybody here typically is mad at Roscoe.
I'm back.
Okay, your shift start now.
Yeah. I'll start serving drinks.
Can you get me a drink?
Yeah, I go behind the bar and just grab like a couple of bottles and start pouring just like us drinks.
Elgott comes over, he goes, Armand, thanking you. You guys don't know where Ari went.
Ooh, that is not a wheatgrass.
Oh, that's the strongest stuff they got.
Yeah,
Oh, oh.
Sometimes I
that's really good.
try to drink it, and sometimes I feel like it's really strong. Clink.
That was adorable.
Well, thanks.
Just watering his moss.
Yeah, there's a trail of like multicolored moss that has like appeared in front of him slowly over time, just growing through the sweetness, nutrients of the alcohol.
Just so you know, you're probably gonna get in a fight tonight because your friend Sticky Fingers is robbing everyone.
Eddie, where are you?
You look around, let's see.
Christ.
I know that move. That's a good one.
Oh, right. I need to drink a couple more.
I keep purposely
Like topping me off, like I'm not even noticing.
Okay. Trenton, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, there are mechanics to drinking, I forget.
Oh yeah, there are.
I'm like
Spider-Man,
drinking
let me know.
real slowly and like.
Woo! 19!
19. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
You're holding it over.
You're big for
I'm a big dude, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing great. You feel good. You feel good. You're slightly worried about Ari, but also this isn't the first time she gets lost in a crowd.
You're like 4 or 5 Roscoes by weight.
That's the weight increment from now on. Just how many Roscoes does it weigh?
Yeah, like I'm like a 2 Roscoe.
Yeah. I'm
See, this
6'11"
time
and
that
300 pounds.
he notices I'm using a really fancy mug.
Mm-hmm.
Real fancy mug.
Yeah, on the mug, it's like chase pewter, very like a deep rosish oak in alignment.
Where do you keep filling that up from? What kind of flask is that?
Oh yeah, well this one's normally full of liquor. It's unfortunately full of health potions right now.
That seems pretty valuable.
It's kind of lame.
Where did you get it?
From here.
No, I don't selling that. That making drunk patrons no drunk.
Oh,
What
I
do
thought
you
you meant
mean
the
it-
flask, not the mug.
Oh, the mug.
I haven't been talking about the mug.
Oh, Elgott points out, no drinking. It make drinking bad.
Yeah, it's not for most people.
The flask or what are we?
I
The
don't know.
mug you hold.
Oh, okay.
Cheers!
Clink.
I kind of look him dead in the eye and just like keep talking. Are you gonna? Oh, I thought we were gonna drink together.
I'm trying to nurse it. I'm
Oh man,
getting a little.
I got the tab. Don't worry about it.
You know, guarding tab. Well, okay. Gem pay tab. New tab.
New tab.
New tab.
Cheers.
There's in fact 5 gems.
Ooh,
I've got pockets full of random gems. I don't even have my main bag of gems.
Exactly.
You reach into your pocket and some of your gems are missing.
Fucking Sticky Fingers. I know where to find them.
Did anybody
They
bring
even fit
like
more gems on them.
pets into the barn? Like have they like the watchdog or anything like that?
Yeah. You see a couple of dogs. There's some stray cats that had been wandering outside. A couple of them like walking along banisters within.
Call to one of the cats and see if I can try and get him to just have a conversation. See what he's up to.
Give me an animal handling check. Check.
Aw. 2 on the die. Plus 7.
That's pretty
So
good.
9.
You go. And the cat from above that was like just kind of like licking on one of its paws, like looks down at you.
do you want to go talk?
Just like arches its back and sticks its tail up in the air and then hops down and turns around. Walks away.
Alright, I'm not really feeling it.
There's some rats in the basement.
Oh, I like rats. They're very intelligent.
Well, you say you're taking care of rats.
Yeah, I mean there's a. Oh fuck.
How would you?
There's like
What do you mean
they're
taking
cleanup
care of? You mean like
rats.
feeding and putting
No,
them to
I
bed?
told him to kill rats.
I haven't killed any yet.
I'll take care of the rats. I'll take care of the rats.
Is your friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He do your rat duty.
I hired him on as rat.
I'm a professional rat handler.
You give me a deception check. He believes you.
9.
Natural 20. Roscoe, I now mark in book. He pulls out this fucking, like this, it's just like a piece of paper that's, one single piece of paper that's like bound by leather. He opens it up. Roscoe always lie.
No, I look at him and I hand him a gem like, you're hired to be the rat professional.
I will do the job right.
We'll still lied 30 seconds ago.
No, that was just a pre-truth.
You see him like visibly get confused, like a little smoke comes out of his ears. Well, I'm done hanging with you guys. Gets up and like walks across the bar.
Hey, if he thinks I always lie, I can use that to my advantage.
It's a pre-truth.
It's pre-truth.
That's a great. I'm gonna use that.
Unless you guys have anything pressing to do before heading to the tavern, this is about the time that you guys show up.
Okay.
Talking to these two.
Okay.
I probably don't want to leave them out of my sights for too long.
Okay.
Mostly it's just we needed the non-group, which I have a group name, but we need to talk about it. The non-group member to be not there. Because we're talking about not drugs.
Oh, well, I'm going downstairs to take care of rats anyway.
No, I meant when we were talking tomorrow.
Oh.
Now,
I'm still going to do that.
Please.
Yeah.
Wait, you're going to... What are you doing?
I'm going to actually take care of the rats.
Just so you know, your first time, you gotta fight.
What
I'm
does
on
that
the way.
even mean?
Oh, God. You just sent him downstairs. No! Are we here now? We see this?
Yeah, you guys are here now. Yeah.
And we see him go downstairs?
Yep.
Like,
I warned him, man. I told him.
No weapons, no magic. That's it.
I'm so confused.
By the time you get downstairs, there's just this clamoring of just skin on skin, like meat hitting bone sound. Shut up. And as you kind of turn the corner and you hear like some shouting and cheering, you see a very tall in stature, like elf man, just getting laid out by a dwarf and through a circle of people. And just there's just blood spattered all over the ground, and like kind of you see what might be a tooth or two, like.
Okay, there's obviously people watching this thing, right? So I nudge the nearest guy next to me.
I thought there was a rat problem.
What do you mean rat problem?
I was sent down here to take care of rats, and these two are beating the hell out of each other.
Oh, well, if you're talking about like actual physical rats, yes.
Like squeaking.
Yeah, there's a couple down here. They come out every once in a while. They don't like to coming out when we're doing the fighting.
Alright, so the rats are taken care of? I was sent to do a job. What is going on
What
here?
is the definition of taking care of? Who are you?
I am the not exterminator. That's a terrible word for it, but I'm pest control.
Oh, pest control. Okay. So here's the thing, Mr. Pest Control, and like you strangely look around and notice that it's gotten silent. First-time members fight.
What does? That's the third time I've heard that tonight. What does that mean?
And he like just kind of grabs you by the shoulder and shoves you into the middle of the ring.
Okay.
As you like look up across the other side, standing at about 2.5 foot in stature,
Okay.
like a turquoise-ish, rubbery skinned frog-like person hopping from one foot to the other with his hands up in the air.
Awesome.
like Mr. Toad?
A bullywug
Okay.
You're so fucked.
just flicks his tongue out through the air, catches a fly.
Okay.
They're not well for these hands.
What is going on? I need to stop drinking this.
This 3-fingered hand.
What do you want from me?
Well, it's either KO or you tap out. But here we go. Roll initiative.
Tried to
So you guys already knew about this.
knew it. I started it.
16.
16. He got
You
a
have a straight
9.
initiative roll?
Yeah.
He got a 9. So hold on. Let me. Once again, we've got another music change.
Can we
got hired.
Can we have gone downstairs?
And I went downstairs.
I'm already-
and instead
I
of
grabbed,
doing
like, a
my
cup
job,
off the
I started
counter
a
and put
fight
some
club and
of
let
the-
them all drink for free.
So this rat problem is not really a problem at all.
No, there's definitely rats.
I was promised rats.
I walk
feel
up
so
to the
betrayed.
boutique downstairs and I say, gold on the furbolg.
Oh, go to the football game. How much?
A gold on the furbolg.
A single gold? Cheapskate.
Fine. And I pull out a gem. And I say a gem.
Oh, now we're talking.
And I
Hey, everyone, pause!
oh,
Whoa, where's this going?
We've got quite an ample bet on the tall one here.
Silvo?
Ooh, smooth.
I appreciate that, but I would at least like to know why you're betting on me. You knew I had to. What is going on?
House rules, house rules.
This wasn't down here when I came to
The
this place.
ante or forfeit your betting. And you hear a bunch of like grumbling as he's like holding up this gem in the air. And a few people, like some of them very battered looking, and some of them like very well put together and well dressed, are just like, Cole.
All right, well, I've seen a fight circle before, working with the Hexers. I'm just going to stretch, and I'm going to see if I can take down this frog person.
Okay, you were first in initiative. You're
All
up.
right, so I did catch the bit about no magic, no weapons. So I have to just hit you. I'm reasoning with this guy. I'm trying.
Oh yeah, no. At this time, like, even though we're in initiative, he's just he
No,
doesn't.
this is in 6 seconds.
Yeah. He doesn't necessarily respond,
Right.
but he just like kind of leaps and tries to get behind you, and he's just like, "What?"
All right, I take a swing. I can hit
this
this
came
shit.
from my gems of personal random quality.
Okay. We're gonna say it was a 75 gold worth.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I do have an unarmed strike.
Did you do it?
So I add. If I hit him.
Did you
so
just counter
I
my bet?
rolled a 10.
With a, you put a gem against my gem. Perfect.
Oh, you're voting for the bullywug.
Yeah. I didn't want to talk over it, but.
Okay.
13.
13 hit. It hits his AC.
All right.
Just like this wet, slimy slap as you just kind of clock him right into the jaw.
I do 1 damage.
Okay, he takes 1 damage. Okay. Do you have a second attack?
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think druids do.
No, not at all. I get to hit him once.
You hit him for 1?
Yeah.
Oh no.
he,
Get my gem.
he kind of like Majin Buu like reverberates and then comes back and like launches his tongue out and kind of slaps you in the face.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
Okay.
It gets stuck in some of the fronds that you have like woven into your hair. He's like,
I'm gonna
goes
use
to punch you.
2 punches.
Yeah.
Counts.
That's a natural 2.
Nice.
So he's just like stuck and like swinging, but his arms are too short.
Yeah. So I'm gonna,
Oh, good thing that was empty too.
So with the critical fail, is he considered grappled to his hair?
Yes.
nice. Okay. I'm gonna like basically just stiff arm the guy and just give him a whop right over the head.
Okay, it's at advantage. He's grappled.
Yeah. It's what?
At advantage.
Oh, thank God. That was a 2.
Grappled your hair.
Oh, that was a 5. And I gave +3, so 8.
8 misses. Yeah. So he is grappled, but essentially as you're swinging, he's like kind of hopping over your wild swings.
Yeah.
If you hit him for 3, how did your
13.
yeah, but how did your damage only be 1?
Because it's
It's
a strength.
a strength modifier for
plus one.
non-martial classes.
Yeah, it's 1 plus my strength modifier, which is a big fat 0. So.
Got him, coach.
Yep.
At this point, like the crowds are cheering, and some of the other people that weren't like placing bets start pulling in their money to the bookie. It's got like this long hooked nose, and he's just smiling while looking at this large bag of gems and gold. He's like, he's gonna try to break this grapple.
My strength. Or my roll.
Roll an athletics check.
Athletics, okay. 12 plus 3, 15.
Okay, no, he doesn't break the grapple, and basically at this point, like he's trying to like pull his tongue out of your hair, and you just like turn and he starts swinging around. Like, And then he's going to try to break it one more time.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he broke it.
What do you get?
I got a 2 on the die, and +3 is 5.
Okay, he only got a 9, but at this point it's just like this sickening, like, like almost breaking sound. Like there's a little bit of blood coming off of his tongue. He's just like, "Oh, this is messed up, kid."
You messed up my fronds!
It is your turn now, though.
Okay, I'm gonna wheel back and hit him again.
Okay.
That is a 14 this time.
14 hits. Yep.
All right.
One more point of damage.
One more point of damage.
And he goes, like you just kind of like clock him in the eye, and he squints a little bit, and you like you see the smirk like, "Hur." And he goes to punch you for a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
3 points of bludgeoning damage. Ouch. And then he goes to swing on you again. 12 to hit?
Does not.
Does not hit. Just you can tell that the sheer height difference right now is causing him a lot of problems.
Okay.
And it's at this point that as he's swinging, you can kind of see like poking her head out from behind a couple of people's knees, like Ari's like watching all of this. Like,
Okay.
It's your turn.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, I really have no other option than to keep just beating on this guy, right? Fight Club
Figure
is
it
Fight
out.
Club is Fight Club. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go to swing, and then he takes like a low squat and dives and hits you in the knees, and you tumble forward, prone. And then you hear ringing out into the crowd, which like creates like a little bit of this silence.
We're getting nowhere with this. Ringmaster rules. Give him a weapon.
Nice.
And you like there's this audible gasp, like, and you turn around and you see like what appears to be like this extremely emaciated, thin, like bone-like creature with sharp yellowish eyes, just kind of hiding back in a corner, clacking long fingernails against a tall chair. And all of the other ring.
This is
Shit's evolved.
yeah, this is an organic thing. I just
And
Massacred my boy.
a pile of weapons is just clattered onto the ground all around you. And in this moment, the bullywug picks up this very long halberd and kind of points it at you.
I'm gonna grab the nearest club, and if I cast Shillelagh or whatever, Shillelagh, would they notice that? Is there like an anti-magic circle?
Tell me the description.
It does
of
say
Shillelagh.
verbal. There are verbal components, so I would have to kind of like say something.
Sure. Give me the description of the spell.
Wood or club or quarterstaff you're holding is imbued with nature's power. For the duration, you can use your spellcasting ability instead of your strength for the attack and damage rolls. Doesn't really.
Nothing visual.
The weapon also becomes magical if it isn't already. It doesn't say anything about it being visual.
Nice.
Okay, nothing visual. So give me a deception check
Okay.
for your
Spider-Man
Shillelagh.
Spider-Man die's been working better for me, so.
they will beat the fuck out of you.
19?
Is your straight deception too?
No, I'm sure I have a bonus to that, but, oh, no. It is +0, so 19.
Okay, with a 19, the only person rolling, you don't notice this.
Okay.
The three of you do, because I'm certain that this strange voice that appeared out of nowhere had caught your eyes, especially Roscoe's.
Not actually down there.
Oh, you're not down there? You're still up? Okay, the two of you were down there. Okay. The two of you notice that, like, the strange, like, bony creature then grabs its chin and just smirks a little bit.
Nice.
But no, you're still in combat, and you were prone. You had grabbed a weapon, you're standing back up. It is now the bullywug's turn. He's going to slice at you with his halberd.
Oh, God.
23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Oh.
Oh.
Ouchie.
This Fight Club got brutal.
9 points of slashing damage.
Beat him with that club. See
Yeah.
him with the club.
I'm gonna hit him.
Smash that frog.
He goes to hit you for a second time.
Oh, he does that.
Yeah, I forget
Only
about
that
that.
one.
7 to hit. I rolled
Nope.
very badly.
Nope.
I rolled very bad.
Good.
Not that time. Not that time.
Good. Fuck you,
Alright.
frog.
Ready?
It's your turn.
Okay.
Just
Bonk him with your big stick.
14.
14 hits.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, 1d8 plus 4.
There it is. That's a number.
His AC is 12. I'll just go ahead and say it.
Okay. 7 damage.
7 slashing or bludgeoning damage with a. Well, it's actually magical even.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like. Whop, you can kind of see his eyes like squeeze out from the side of the club a little bit. He's like, oh! He like rolls back a little bit, finds his feet again, and then like leaps into the air to swing the halberd back down on top of you.
Okay.
Can I have noticed that he cast magic onto the club?
Give me a perception
Detect
check.
magic.
God, shit rolls. It's like a 15.
Negative.
Yeah.
You do not.
Yeah, I'm just, alright, good. It's better, because I'm better than the one hit, because that first hit looked like you did nothing.
15 to hit.
It does not.
15 misses. Okay, so he jumps in the air, swings down, you deftly slide out of the way, and then he turns to swing it back towards you again. 14 to hit. That misses.
Awesome.
Yeah, this frog's like, come back here, you swelling wheeler, little tree gecko!
Okay. Plus 9, 20.
20 hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. 5 plus 4, 9 damage.
9 points of damage?
9 points of blood.
Describe the fate of this frog man.
Oh, damn.
Well, I'm going to. He's going to attempt to try and get me with his tongue. I'm going to actually kind of get it like this, bring him in close, and just whop him on the head one more time, real good.
Yeah, his eyes roll back into the back of his head, and he just plops over to this ground with his tongue now like pulling up.
Is he dead?
He's
unconscious,
that's
right?
entirely your choice.
No, I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, so you just knock him unconscious.
Yeah.
And you hear a whole bunch of cheering and screaming and yelling and everything. And as the guy comes around and more or less starts divvying out monetary rewards, Salvo, in this moment, you catch a hefty sum of 63 gold as a reward on top of receiving your gem back.
I hope you guys are happy.
Yeah, that was great.
It's terrifying.
You lost.
That's fine. I don't care.
Do you think anybody noticed I cast magic on the stick? Oh,
Shut your mouth.
alright.
I'm gonna roll real quick. Give me.
Roscoe gave me this trick. I just,
Well, I got this health potion for you, but I guess I'll give it to
yeah,
old Slippy here.
give it.
Old Slippy. That's his name.
Yeah, I'm alright. You can give the potion to, or just shoot him with your health bullet or whatever it is that you do.
That's not gonna scare the shit.
Fox! Dang it. Or lose a good.
And you did well.
He dejectedly, like thanks you, like pats you on the arm, and dejectedly moves up the stairs of the tavern.
Try again next time.
All right, who's next? And as the kind of glamour from your fight fades away,
I'm gonna see if I can find Roscoe. Can I locate him in the crowd? Are you still upstairs?
I never came down there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Are you still upstairs?
you don't see him anywhere down here.
Oh, well, I know. I'm going to go look for him to talk to him about my newly won first fight that he talked about earlier. Okay. I was just going to go see if I can find him. I guess he was
Here's
just
about
got...
bony fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You wanna go
I'm
talk
wandering
about
to the crowd.
Roscoe! I did it! I hit somebody!
You feel Ari kind of hop up onto your shoulder. He's still upstairs.
Oh, right. Okay. We didn't even watch!
Well, I did. It was awesome.
I appreciate it, Ari.
I think you did great.
Thank you, Salvo. I saw you betting on me. Did you win?
I did.
All right.
Because you won.
Oh, that's right. I guess that's how it would work. JJ, did you win?
No.
Hey, surely you bet on me, right? No. Oh.
It was for sport. I believe in you guys.
Hedging your bets. You know, one of you bets if I
Yeah.
paid. Yeah.
Yeah, it was more against her, not against you. I was like,
I can appreciate some friendly competition.
yeah.
And here, as an additional reward, here is 10 gold and a glowing rock.
My glowing rock!
I'm really starting to feel it now.
You're starting to get hammered.
Yeah.
You've all passed.
I honestly could. I had you a glowing gemstone.
A glowing
Or I just ask you for one of your gemstones. I'm not going to. It may go nuts. I'm going.
That's amazing. It reminds me of our friendship stone.
And then here's 10 gold for winning.
All right, I'll just put it in my pile of gems. That's also in my pockets.
Yeah, but gold's liquid. See, it's important to have a liquid asset in this economy.
Oh, I think I have not really paid that much attention in economics.
Think of it as plants, and the gems are seeds.
People.
Oh, right, because then you have to have the gems to create value for the plants. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, no.
They're easily accessible or readily available.
If I wanted a tea and you handed me tea leaf seeds,
Totally worthless.
but if I handed you tea leaves,
Very valuable. I get it. I love this stuff.
Nothing gets past you.
Is it my turn to fight?
Oh no.
no.
Do they let Stack fight?
No, they should not. He will break someone's spine.
I want to see Stack fight.
I think, has Stack fought?
Naturally. Well, he was-
I'd imagine that like during like the 2-week period, at some point, Stack had fought down there.
And then that's when we decided Stack
I mean, if
doesn't
he showed
fight
up, he would have had to.
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
of the spines.
Exactly. Yes.
He can fight
So-
a jello monster.
My plan is going perfectly.
What is your plan?
I have distracted both of the gnome crinkles.
What now?
Which means there's no one in between me and the finish line.
Okay.
Is there an actual finish line?
So I am now sprinting through the streets, looking for the finish line.
Okay.
Maybe through the arch that we left from.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
3.
Is your investigate straight?
Yes.
Oh no.
You're having a real hard time finding money. You're running fast. No doubt. You are hauling it through the city of Drake Haven.
Yelling, I'm the winner, I'm the winner. I won the race.
Right. And
This happened the whole time, I assume.
Yes.
He's like,
Yes. As soon as he went down there, I knew that he wasn't going to come out for a while.
at that point, eventually, like, even with, investigation of a 3, at that point, you make your way out to the Bandersnatches.
That's their name.
And essentially, you're just kind of like shouting, I'm the winner outside. This old man, like, kind of opens up the door. What are you talking about?
Senor Bandersnatch, I won the race, man!
Did you bring my fucking horses back?
I was waiting so hard for that. I was like, so who's gonna tell him? Guess the boss guy
Let's do something better than horses.
What's better than horses? I run a livery!
Gems!
Huh? Roll a D100, please.
Negative range.
Make it hail. And that.
69.
Okay, that is a very nice number.
Nice.
That a flock of children who have been following you from the tavern as gems jangle out of your pockets swarm these gems that you have now strewn about the Bandersnatches.
Tell him the Bandersnatches gave him to you.
Steals all of these gems and run away hurriedly, and from this point across the literal street, you hear, "Oi! Who's that? Who's talking?"
The winner of the race, you slimy bastard.
Turn around and there's like this mustachioed man, just the mustache kind of like drooping down, almost like a Fu Manchu. Just got like this arch in his back and wearing very nice and neat, proper like leather clothes, and looks at you and says, "What?"
I start doing like a real nasty end zone dance, just like
How many personal gems did you have?
a shit.
You lost
800.
Subtract 69 from that. You hear, "Oi, Albel! What the fuck does Git talking about? He says he won the race and he didn't bring out my fucking horses! How did he win the race? What is it? And he starts like moving out into the street, and you can now see a man that like has like this embroidered K on his shirt. He's like, where's my troop?
I don't know. They're probably behind me eating my dust. Because I won. Bitch.
Give me a deception check.
I mean,
I was the first one back.
No. This is just omission of lots of information.
Deception's actually better, so.
Okay.
Some of them aren't making it back, so.
16.
16.
is that it?
Is that a pass or a fail?
Don't you have some sort of like advantage on deception or some shit?
It's
It's like the one time you can actually use it.
It's a charisma check, or maybe it's also deception. Hold on, where is it? Where'd they go?
Features and traits.
Intimidation or persuasion.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
But I can use it lucky if I fail.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and tell you the word. As of right now, this is a fail.
Then I'm going to use a lucky.
Because this is the most important thing.
Yes.
The race.
Didn't want to burn the lucky earlier, but man,
to
I'm
save
tricking
himself?
an
No,
old man
definitely
into.
Tricky old man? Absolutely. There it is.
24.
24. Like at this point, like both Mr. Bandersnatch and Mr. Crinkle have approached their fences from across the street from each other. And the Crinkle goes, "All right. What proof have you then? You are one lonely man with no horses from my rival here. Yeah, where's my horses? You have claimed to make it back from the race to and from the desert?
Yeah, I hold a vial of blue dragon blood.
Oh, jeez.
You didn't get a vial.
I did indeed, because I stabbed it in the eye twice, and then it was dripping off my thing, and I wrote it down, and I put it in a little vial.
I don't know if writing it down constitutes.
Do you have it written down that I don't have one?
You know, that is such a fallacy. Hold on. Highs, lows, and middles.
No, I do have
Highs,
one.
lows, and middles.
I don't. You told me.
Highs, lows, and middles.
Highs. I dripped it into the bottle.
Okay.
That does seem like a weird thing for him to write down without approval.
Okay.
He doesn't write down things that he has approval.
Fair. You're lucky anyway. I got a 71.
It's even in ink.
I got a 71. You have a vial of blue dragon blood. And you hold this up, and he looks at it and he goes, "So, what has that to
The blue dragon was living at the blue dragon was living at the finish line. I went there, killed him.
The finish line was the desert.
The Shimmering Fang, the most desert.
No,
of the
Shane's
deserts.
Valley.
Well, this is proof. That means I went further. I should get double bonus
It
points.
doesn't mean you got there first, and you don't have any horses.
They were too slow.
What other proof do you have? Where are the other hexes? How might I speak with them?
Dude, it's not my fault. Your team sucks. I don't know where they are.
Unless you present viable proof, this is just a heckling on my property. Well, technically, it's our property, you get. Shut up, Bandersnatch. Jeez, you've been here for ages.
I've got...
Got any pockets full of sand?
I cough up sand. I still have sand in my lungs. There's sand all over me. I buried myself.
Okay, all right.
Covered in
He's a
sand.
dusty boy.
You're doing all that. So here, I'm just gonna lay this out over the table. Neither of these two people believe you. The
Bandersnatch?
Hold on. Just listen to me for
I'm
a
on
second.
his team.
The Bandersnatch guy explicitly said, "Bring my frickin' horses back."
He won. That's more important.
The Crinkles had heard about said race because the Bandersnatches caused the tizzy that you started, and in order to get a viable read on who got to the desert first, there has to be some form of concrete evidence before either of them believe you. They see the dust, they see the dirt, they see the blue dragon blood, they're making all sorts of sense from this, and the Crinkle goes, "Well, unless you bring me some viable proof of
What,
when
like
I said
what,
race."
man? I got pockets full of gems I stole from the desert.
Well, how about this? I will call one of the Eldritch Knights, and we'll get him to read your thoughts and figure out if you're telling the truth. How's that?
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Listen, I put a lot of money down there, and I put a lot of horses. Shut up! I put a lot.
So you're just gonna get him to read his mind to see if I got to the desert and back. You do agree that no one else has gotten back here before me.
That's true.
So as long as this guy reads my mind and it's true that I've been to the desert, I win.
No. Oh, well, that makes sense to me. No! The object was the first group to make it to the desert and back.
I'm the first one back, so as long as I can prove that I went there, I win.
You were also the first one to the desert.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Of course it makes sense to you, because then that would mean you won. Yes, call an Eldritch God. Yes. Do you consent to this mind reading?
Sure, he's gonna get a lot of messed up stuff in there too.
All right, well... it just like grumbles, turns around, goes into his house. You hear like this like strange tinkling sound that kind of like wafts through the air. We're gonna pause that scene. What are you guys still doing here? I know that you went upstairs looking for Roscoe. You have a hard time looking for him.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing here?
Now I know why.
We're intrigued by the bony fingered
Skeleton man.
Oh yeah.
Skeleton.
Okay. Moving. Like, how are you approaching? Like, what's going on here? Like, set up the scene for me.
At first, I'm just gonna pull out my little spyglass and pretend like I'm looking around the room.
Okay.
And I'm
Doing like.
kind of like hover over him a few times.
And
It's a small basement with
you're
like
using your
60 people. He's
your
gonna
special spyglass, right? Okay. Remind me of the.
It's a bar.
It's a
Whatever.
detect thoughts with a DC save, right?
Yeah, let me see. I have it as yeah.
Spyglass, so what you thinking?
What you thinking?
He knows you're a cheater.
I truly
Because I put it in as
a
a potion. Because yeah. It just says DC 13.
Okay.
It doesn't say what.
I gotcha. So that spell typically, I believe, is a charisma saving throw.
Does that mean you can like read surface level stats?
Yeah, you can read surface level thoughts. Do you want to start with that?
Yeah.
Starting with that,
I'm gonna try.
you just hear. Yes. Excellent. These will do nicely.
Okay.
Going further?
No.
Okay.
And then what are you about to?
I'm not terribly charismatic, so I'm gonna basically go up and be like, "Hello, are you a friend of Roscoe's?"
Okay.
Is that what you do?
To the effect of like, "Hi, you seem to be making the calls here."
More or less, kind of, yes.
How long have you been involved in the club?
A few weeks. Not incredibly long.
How did you come about your position here?
You do ask an awful lot of questions in a room where questions are abhorred.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our friend started this club.
We haven't been back in a while.
We're founding members.
Founding that. Yes, I mean, that pirate, right? The gold tooth.
I think he prefers sailor.
Sailor.
No, pirates are right.
I think he prefers.
Well, if you are friends with him, you would also know that you don't talk about the fighting ring. You don't ask questions about the fighting ring. And certainly, if you are friends with him, I think maybe you should know me by now.
And for a moment, that remark confuses you, and then he stands up, and you hear just like a lot of bones cracking. And stepping into the light for the first time, you notice that his eyes, which were like a glowing yellowish, one of them appears real, while the other one seems to be magically glowing on an eye patch. And he tips a long pointed hat at the two of you.
Captain Amber Eye, at your service.
And that's where we're going to end our session.
Do you?
Oh! I don't know this is happening. Oh!
And I just want to real quickly say to Captain Amber Eye, that's why I asked about the club. I didn't say anything about the fight ring.
Well, to touch, as it were.
All right, so from there, we will pick up on Scales of Fate. In quite a while, actually. I forgot that I was on camera for a moment there. So later on this week, Jessica and I will be having our
Hangout sesh.
Thalmer's not here right now. He's busy. We will be having some private family matters together with many people in this room involved, yes.
Yeah.
And in fact, we won't be here next week, nor the week following. So it'll be about... Actually, hold on. Let me look at my calendar one more time, real quick. Let me double check this. So next week, negative, the following... Okay, no, we'll be back on the 10th.
Okie dokie.
On the 10th, we will be back.
So 1 week off.
1 week off, and then we'll be back April 10th to play some more Scales of Fate.
Yay! Where we'll never interact with Captain Amber Eye. Probably irrelevant.
Ever. No, why would it be relevant? That makes no sense.
Just throw away NPC.
Yeah.
It's almost as important as the race.
One and done, man.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had a good time. We'll see y'all a week from now, 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.